Warm welcome to you all to Professor Sidi Naidu Endowment Lecture, the first lecture, and also to the Felicitation ceremony. Today we gather here to celebrate the remarkable contributions of Professor Sidi Naidu sir and also to listen to an inspiring lecture by Professor Arun Kumar Pujari sir. To begin the proceedings, I now request Jagdishwar, President of the Alumni Association, to grace the dais. Thank you, Jagdish. Please join me in welcoming Dr. D. Vasundhara Garu, Treasurer, Vienna VJIT Alumni Association, to grace the dais. Thank you, ma'am. Please join me in welcoming Mr. G. Venkatesh Garu, Executive Member, Alumni Association, to join us on stage. Thank you, Venkatesh. Now I take the privilege of inviting Dr. B. Chennakesava Garu, Principal, Vienna VJIT, to grace the dais. Thank you, sir. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sidi Naidu Garu, Advisor and former Principal, Vienna VJIT, to grace the dais. Thank you, sir. Now I take the privilege of inviting Professor Arun K. Pujari Garu, Head of AI and CSC, Advisor and Professor, Mahindra University, to join us on stage. Thank you, everyone. Now I invite Jagdishwar, President of the Alumni Association, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. Andariki namaskaram andi. On behalf of Alumni Association of VNR VJIT, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Sidi Naidu sir and Professor Arun Kumar Pujari sir for gracing today's occasion and making it truly memorable. Naidu sir's vision, dedication, and constant motivation have been instrumental in scaling up the heights of the Alumni Association. The encouragement continues to inspire us to strengthen our bond with the institution and contribute meaningfully to its growth. We will always remain equally honored by the presence of Professor Pujari sir, whose insightful lecture will enrich us and add immense value to this special event. I also take this opportunity to sincerely thank the Executive Council and Alumni Faculty Coordination Committee for their tireless efforts and institution and organizing the Professor Sidi Naidu Endowment Lecture. Their commitment and teamwork have ensured the success of this initiative, which will remain a proud tradition for years to come. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jagdishwar. Now I invite our Principal, Dr. B. Chennakesava Garu, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon to all of you. Namaskar. Swagatam, Suswagatam to all the eminent speakers on the dais, Alumni Association members and deans, heads of departments, faculty members, non-teaching staff, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Alumni Association for arranging this endowment lecture. I think please all of you give began to Alumni Association for arranging this guest lecture. So I think alumni is one of the most important pillar for any growth of the institution. I would like to compliment all alumni for I think bringing laurels to the institute. That way I think this type of lectures definitely will help you to remember their activities during those days. Okay, that way I think we're all going to enrich whatever the experience that you have gained in this particular campus. So I think today we have Professor Arun Pujari Garu. I think he is one of the eminent expert in this artificial intelligence. Definitely today, I think everybody is talking about artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, all these new technologies. So definitely this is the right time. I think we have to learn many things from Pujari Garu, and I hope I think you are going to enjoy this 1 hour lecture. I once again thank you for arranging this lecture here. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sidi Naidu Garu, Advisor Vienna VJIET, to talk about this endowment lecture.
Respected Guru, Professor Pujari Garu. So we were talking about this alumni association came forward to donate some X money to the institution to institute endowment lecture on my name for being served this institution for last 29 years plus. So thank you, a big thank you for alumni association. This such kind of things should come up from many batches for many teachers that are going to come for this institution. So I am gratefully acknowledge this gesture of Alumni Association for being here. This was being postponed till now, almost more or less 6 to 8 months. Professor, I was thinking that Professor Pujari should give a first lecture for endowment lecture. That's the reason why it got postponed many times. And then I thought this is the day that where I was getting relieved from this institution. This lecture should happen through Professor Pujari. Thank you, sir, for accepting to give a talk on this Endowment Day lecture on my name. Thank you very much for all of you, for the whole of the VNR, VJET and management for giving great support last 30 years to serve this institution in all capacities, right from lecturer to the principal level. Thank you very much for everybody.
It is my great privilege to introduce our esteemed guest, Professor Arun Kumar Pujari Garu, Head Department of AI and CSE, Advisor and Professor Emeritus to you all. Professor Pujari is a renowned academician, researcher, and visionary leader with over 3 decades of exemplary contributions to higher education and research. He is currently serving as advisor and professor emeritus in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Mahindra University. He has held some of the most prestigious leadership positions in Indian academia, including serving as the Vice Chancellor of Central University of Rajasthan from 2015 to 2020 and Sambalpur University from 2008 to 2011. Prior to these roles, he had a long and distinguished tenure at the University of Hyderabad, where he served in several key capacities such as Dean and Head of the Department. Professor Pujari began his academic journey after earning his PhD from IIT Kanpur, and he has also contributed to esteemed institutions like Jawaharlal Nehru University and the Survey of India. An accomplished researcher, he has authored over 100 publications and has successfully guided more than 20 doctoral scholars. His expertise and insights have significantly shaped the academic and research landscape in computer science. Beyond academia, Professor Pujari has played a vital role in national policy and advisory bodies, contributing to organizations such as the Department of Science and Technology, University Grants Commission, All India Council for Technical Education, and the Department of Space. He has also chaired important committees and contributed to significant national initiatives, including projects under the Central Vista Development. With his vast experience, profound knowledge, and commitment to excellence, Professor Pujari continues to inspire students, faculty, and researchers across the country. With his vast experience, profound knowledge and commitment, he inspires students and faculty across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to welcome Professor Arun Kumar Pujari Garu. I now request sir to deliver Professor Sidi Naidu Endowment Lecture.
Thank you all for this, because I don't know, very lengthy introduction, which I felt probably it was very embarrassing for me to listen to all this thing, because many of the things are probably forgotten, or many things it is temporary, and somewhere we take pride, but sometimes It is for record, it is there. It is like this, that when you write your profile, you write two different paragraphs. One, if you are impressing in a marriage bureau, a different CV. And when you are looking for a job, it is a different CV. And if you combine both of them and read it out, then it becomes very awkward. Maybe something was there, but then it is not. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I'll take care. First of all, that thanks to the principal, thanks to the Alumni Association of this institute, and thank you very much for, what should I say, that tolerating with me for my delays. I remember that it was almost a year back or year and a half back. Your first lecture was scheduled, and I committed. I said I'll come. Suddenly I remember, it was my mistake only. Suddenly I remember that I've committed to another place to go to give a lecture, and those people reminded. Then I called Professor Naidu and said that, what should I do? Can I go there? He has been very kind to say that I can go, and to share with you, probably it is very appropriate to tell that it was my own school. It was the school where I graduated at 10th class or 11th. That time it was 11th class. And that principal was asking me to come and address the students on their annual day. So my debate is that whether I should be an alumni myself or I should go to somewhere else as an alumnus lecture. But then when he was very kind to adjust, he said that, no, you go. So I assumed that, I requested him that you please find somebody else who can talk. He said, yes, we'll find. But I was not knowing till few days back here that it is still pending for the first lecture. So nice of all of you that could wait for this. And alumni by itself, alumni association by itself has so many good things to happen. And this is good that you people have started an alumni association, and endowment lecture is one. I remember another interesting thing about myself, that I graduated from IIT Kanpur something around 79-80 as PhD student. Normally PhD students are halfway, that people, we are not sure whether we are students or we are not sure also we are definitely not teachers, not students. But IIT Kanpur realized us as alumnus. And as the technology started developing, initially it was just, they said that, oh, fill up this form and keep quiet. But as the technology started today, because developing, and it is internet, connections, telephone, email, everything has started. Even today, probably every day, I must be getting at least 2 mails from my alma mater, IIT Kanpur, where they always take care of these people. In fact, to such an extent that they also say that we can take care of your insurance part also, which we do not probably prefer, but it is there. So probably, what I'm trying to say, that one of the probably my good experience that IIT Kanpur probably manages an alumni association in a very personal way, and they of course have a lot of awards. They have best distinguished alumnus and other thing. I wish best of luck to VNR Alumni Association, and I am sure that after over years it will flourish like any of the top alumni that is going on here. Let me start with, not very sure, in a position to has been my favorite topic for a few years to come, and this slide is the set of slides here must be going on in different form, different this thing, in different context at some place or other. Because every time somebody has been bothering that it is there, and I hope I should be in a position to tell you something which is different. This is my view, personal my view, collected from different sources. It is not that my view after the information is available, but the view is probably mine. So it is, in one sense, it is the information that is there. But what I am trying to say that AI, is it controlling our life or it is not? Because there are huge discussion going on. Some people say that AI is taking away our job. Some people say that AI is tremendous, lot of benefits are there. Some people say, no, students should not be allowed to use AI during their assignments and other things. Some other people say that, okay, write your thesis, AI will be able to find it out that whether you have copied it or not. So there are people who talk positive, there are people who talk negative, and everybody give evidences about each of them. But still the question remains that, is AI good for us? And that is what I'm trying to just think aloud with you. But this is a bit lengthy. Some of the slides I'll be skipping. Some of the slides are very narrative, where I'll be only talking about one of things, so that kindly don't bother about how much it is written. Probably some of the hints that I'm doing is that, but it says that history tells us that human is always, is it okay? Okay. History tells us that human is always looking for something better, something faster, something easier. And every time we try to improve our whatever is available. And this motivates humankind to look for a new and better way of doing things. And that is how AI started. I'll skip all this. Now, because of this technology, everything has changed. I can tell a simple way of doing it. That rather than telling this, that our behavior has changed, let's visualize this now. Probably tomorrow, today or the other thing, I call this a society that we are living here is called digital society. And what we mean by that, I'm telling my examples, and some of the people here sitting in the front row also will have. I used to go from Sambalpur, in a very remote district in Orissa, to Kanpur to do PhD. So I have to take one train from that place to a station called Jharsuguda. From Jharsuguda, I have to take another train to a place called Jhansi. And from Jhansi, I have to take another train to Kanpur. Now, there is no way those days, please, some of the students will not be, young people will not be able to believe that. But there is no way you can book a reservation for a train from that train, that is Jhansi to Kanpur, sitting at Sambalpur. And then that is one aspect. The other aspect is that Jhansi to Jharsuguda is 1 hour local train. Jharsuguda, there is another super fast express will come. So we'll come to Jharsuguda and come to know that the train is late by 10 hours. So we'll be in the platform waiting there. And it is not, and you must have seen also in platforms, people come, stand there in crowd. When the train comes, they look at which bogie and other thing, and they keep running left side, right side, whatever want to go to that bogie. Today, you can book a ticket from any station in India, sitting at one station, from any other station to any other station directly. You need not, and you don't, there is nothing that you cannot, it is so comfortable, also nothing special about it. You need not wait in the platform for the train to come. Sitting at house, you can monitor that when the train will arrive at a platform, at what, and the bogie that is you have, at which place that bogie is there, and you can simply go and stand in front of the gate and get into the train. Now, this technology, which has provided you this, has changed your behavior. I'm not talking about the technology and comfort. I'm talking about the behavior of a person who travels in a train has totally changed. Earlier, it was, in fact, even to wait near the station, you need to have a tiffin box with you because it is going to be hours together. And today, of course, that is also there, that you book your food or anything of your desire so that it will be delivered in the train. So what I'm trying to tell is that as we progress further, as we find the technology not only help us, but we ourselves change ourselves. Our behavior changes, our way we eat food changes, where we buy food changes, where we live changes, where we travel changes, where we talk changes, where we communicate to the friend changes. So every individual has changed itself, herself or himself due to this technology. And please understand that, and it is going to happen for years together. What you are doing, and I know very well that my attitude, they call it Gen G. What is this Gen G, Baba? This is only that the technology has made you to think of attitude-wise different than what we have been doing. Probably we do not, and that's all. And tomorrow it will be something else, and the technology will tell about. So why it is there? Because we are in a digital society. We are not only having technology digital, but our society has converted itself to this. And how we communicate, how we work, how we stay, how we write our exam, how we attend classes, how we teach, everything has changed. And that is what, and all these changes in the background is an algorithm. In fact, tell me one simple thing you think of that the moment you say that you want to go for a ride, go book a ride, Uber or Ola, it takes 1 second for a person, that system, to find that here is a vehicle there, and another 2 seconds to photograph of that person and mobile of that person. Which system would have given you this? Just not less than a minute, you get how many vehicles are available surrounding this place, what are their numbers, maybe the phone number, maybe the photograph of the driver, maybe how much time it will take, all these things. And that is what, and how is it happening? There's an algorithm which is working behind, which you do not know. And that algorithm is mostly, it is an AI algorithm. And that is the level to which AI has been affecting. I don't know how many of you know about it, but there used to be something called a CAT scan. CAT, CAT, that is, what is that called? Computer tomography. That is brain scan that is done. Do you know that that is an AI program? Not many of you would be knowing that it is purely an AI work. And then people said, oh, it is not AI, so let us do an AI, and they said that MRI. But then people said, oh, MRI is not AI, let's go for AI. Then they started fMRI. So now you can see that is precisely I am trying to tell you here, that there is something called an AI effect. There is something called an AI effect. What is AI effect? AI effect is something that when technology comes, AI contributes to that and say this is a technology, and all of us, we start using that. Then once we start using that, we don't realize that this is AI. Even AI doesn't realize that this is AI. And then AI start improving that to make, no, that is not AI, this is AI, another one. And that is how we go step by step to the higher level. A good example I'm telling you about CAT, MRI, fMRI. Why CAT is AI? Because it is simple, that it gives you a 3D brain structure from the slice images. And it is a pure computer vision of finding out 3D structure from 2D slices. And fundamental mathematical AI algorithmic tool. Now nobody bothers. There are many, many things of that kind, but that is what we call as an AI effect in our society. That we use AI, we use it so much, then we think it is no longer AI. And AI also thinks that it is no longer AI, I should give you a new thing. So AI gives you another new thing, then you say it is new. And that is exactly happening today also. And that is what we call it. I think I can say AI is a continual effort to push the frontier of machine intelligence. The technology once celebrated as AI become ordinary software now. The boundary of AI therefore keeps moving outward. The recurring phenomenon is known as AI effect. Anyway, and there are, this I'll skip it, work and strong AI later on. Deep learning, all of you know, probably I don't have to talk about this. But then let's say that if I say this is what is happening, then you can see that certain things which are, people never thought that AI can use. AI started using them. AI started solving them. Take an example of matrix multiplication. Matrix multiplication is one of the first lesson for probably numerical methods in BTech first year or second year, and they tell that this is the way you multiply. But recently AI said that no, you use deep learning to use matrix multiplication, and that is much better than what it is done. So deep learning or AI today, I would not say deep learning, I'll say AI, modern AI, has reached to almost all areas where even we never thought that it can use it. And for some of them, maybe AI is used in power sector, AI is used in electricity, it says forecasting of supply, it talks about improving the schedule, it talks about modeling emission, and so on. And AI can use in transportation, AI can use in smart city, and AI for agriculture, and so on. But I'll pick up some of the interesting thing here, that it is, those are the old ones. Everybody can say, what is that so great I'm talking about? But then this is something which is probably you should know. There's something called a diagnostic orchestra. It is released in 2025, only a few months back. And what it says that I can, in late 2025, yes, that there's a tool called MAIDXO, diagnostic, reached a milestone of solving complex medical mystery cases. Mystery cases mean those cases which nobody can detect, human beings, by 85.5% accuracy. Studies showed with this significant outperform 20% of average experienced physicians in the same rare or multi-symptom cases. Now, this AI system has reached a level that even doctor cannot diagnose some of the diseases which AI is able to do. And they have released it. And it is not that some one research paper or one PhD thesis that they are talking about. We are talking about a real life situation where Microsoft has released this software. I hope Microsoft is a reliable agency to release a software, means there is some truth in it. Medical orchestrate, they talk about, a multi-agent. LLM powered diagnostic orchestra outperforms doctors' revolutionary chain of debate. AI achieves 4x better accuracy than physicians. There is another one, agentic tutor. What is agentic tutor? It is for all of us. It says that it is no longer that it is a chat GPT kind of thing where you ask a question and they will answer. It is a tutor which understands each student. You can see here, it says that democratizing the private tutor, AI agents that understand not just the subject but the student. So you feel the student is feeling sleepy, it will understand. The student is trying to be attentive, it will understand. And then that is how it will try to do this. And this is also 2025 one. Moving beyond the basic chatbots, 2025 saw the pilot of agentic AI tutors in several global school districts. These agents do not just answer questions. They set long-term learning goals, adapt to a student's emotional state, like detecting frustration, and self-verify their own teaching material to ensure accuracy. In fact, they may say something wrong, then immediately the system will say that no, it is not. This is again, I'm giving a newspaper cutting to understand proof that it is there. And there are many other AI this is very interesting. That is, every software has a user interface. Now this says that no, AI will decide the user interface looking at the user. User interface cannot be automatically be done, cannot be predefined. I'll see and then try to do. AI that rewrites the software interface for every individual user that needs. This is in early 2026, very late one. A new framework of natively adaptive interface allow AI to change a device entirely to UI to in real life. There are a lot of things to talk about. This is a Google one. This will skip it. There is somebody has said that in agriculture it is very good. See and spray precision agriculture. It says, rather than reading it, I'm telling you, that in a plant, if there is an infection takes place, before that bugs are visible to the human eye, much before that, the AI system is able to understand and only spray those invisible parts of this thing very precisely so that no bug spreads. And that is also very recent one, and so on it is doing. Visionary care is one, saving lives from. This is interesting that the flood detection is very successful in flood detection, and the blue one, let us read, the sea flood, a software, India's new AI-powered flood forecasting system to save lives and billions in 2025 mega update. So India is using them. Now let's talk about AI mission of India, what we are talking about. And this is probably interesting. AI, India also is doing a lot of things, Hyderabad, this, that, Silicon Valley, but there is something very peculiar about it. Do you know about this part? That what EU, European Union is doing. And that is what is, this is what my major point of discussion. What is happening is that all those AI things, this first line, global LLM are trained on Western-centric data. So all those chat, GPT and other things are trained on American data, using that data. And when you use something here, whatever you do is picked up by those and they collect it. It is, in one sense, British coming and ruling us directly. And what today people are talking is that when you are using ChatGPT, you are being ruled by another country. You are being totally controlled by somebody who is sitting outside. Now, European Union felt this should not be done. So they developed a software such a way that their data will not cross European Union. This is what European Union Commission, let me read it, launched a network of AI gigafactories across European Union to provide massive computing power specifically for European startup. The launch of sovereign frontier model that complies with world's strictest privacy rule and not an afterthought. And it says that the last one, it says that a sovereign cloud that keeps all sensitive European data within EU border, which is not true for us if we are using any of the known AI models. Whereas India is also developing. India says that let's do Bharat Gen, let's say that Sarvam and other things, which is trying to say that we should be able to get those kind of, for your information. People are not fools. It is not European Union. Today when Singapore and Malaysia together decided that all those things are Western culture, Western things, we should have our local culture thing. So they developed something called Southeast Asian Language on One Network model, which we call a Sea Lion. And these models outperform GPT-4 in understanding local cultural nuances, legal framework, and social norm specific to ASEAN region. So people have now realized that using those models, those AI, is affecting us, our privacy is going, our culture is affected, our way of thinking is affected. So they start talking about this. Two examples I have given. One is European Union, other is this, and also India is making an attempt. At this point of time, I brought your notice to another thing. There is a book. Those people who are fond of reading book, please read this book. And those people, my age group or maybe slightly, they may be knowing a gentleman called Henry Kissinger. Henry Kissinger was Secretary of State of US. He is the very powerful person, very good diplomat. So he, at the age of 98, wrote a book called Age of AI and Our Human Future. See that a total 100% politician, a minister, powerful diplomat, and at the age of 98, he said, let me read what is AI. And what he said is this following. He said, I think the technology companies have led the way into a new period of human consciousness, like an enlightened generation, like religion to reason and other thing, which they call it religion to AI. And another line I can read one, with artificial intelligence, the astounding thing is you come up with a conclusion that is correct. but you do not know why that is totally, you do not know why, and that is totally. I'm sorry if sometimes you are not audible. And this is what made them to say that it is dangerous. He said that it is same line says, so in some way, what they have invented is dangerous. So person like Henry Kissinger said that AI is dangerous. So people definitely have to say that AI is dangerous. And there is another book, people who are fond of these books can tell me. I have read these two books. I'm just not giving the photographs, but it is there. Weapons of math destruction. This also says that all those algorithms are actually putting us in difficult situations. And of course, there are certain cases. Here is a case where British, I think, rather than doing this case, I can tell you another case. Any of you have read a newspaper item recently? I think it was yesterday. Yesterday it said that henceforth 60% of the air ticket will be free. It will not be charged. Earlier, if you buy an air ticket, for seat selection you have to charge. Now let us imagine a situation. You go to the check-in and there is a counter. Normally the counter is such that the person is sitting below and you are standing here. You don't see his monitor. You don't see what he is doing. You show your ID card and other thing. And then it will say that, okay, your seat is 6F and 3D. Suppose you say that, why did you give this, give something else? He said, no, this is my computer who has given this. And it was shown or proved that many of the airlines are deliberately, suppose you are, two people come together with the same ticket, they are given two different places the seat. In fact, you can see that Indigo and others, what they do is that the paid fees are the both side and the middle seats are not paid. Now husband and wife is coming, then they will sit in two middle seats, not together. And then what you want then? You say that, can we sit together? He said, okay, 5 rupees per seat, you pay, we'll take it. Now this was found out that even in lot of airlines, they said, sir, what should we do? They will tell the customer. The algorithm is doing, AI is giving the seats. We are not giving the seats. But if you want to change your seats, pay $500. And they were making money out of it. And the government of India now realized that that kind of making money is not legal. So he said that 60% of seats should be free. So who are the people who are spoiling this AI and algorithm and other thing? This kind of people. This kind of people are making money by saying that it is AI who has done it. And that is what precisely it says. That here is a case. Here is a good case, genuine case. In British or UK, there is a rule which says that every female after this particular age has to necessarily come for a cancer checking. So they have a database, they will say whom to reach out, they will make a phone call, say that please come for the cancer check. It was found out that some people died. How many people died? It is, you can say, there was an error and 450,000 people between age of 68 and 71 could not be invited, and out of that 270 people died. Now this is an algorithmic error. They said that this is AI who has made this error. Now if you say that AI has made this error, who will like AI? They will say AI is dangerous. And that is precisely that is happening. And that is what I am trying to say, that is AI threatening? Yes, it is, because that is happening. But some people, even US cities, all of you know about, that in a facial recognition system, the gender for the black women are not properly corrected. But then there was a problem. This is very interesting again. There is small letters names are there. People who are familiar with AI, they will say that they are the top researchers of AI. Something roughly around 15 or 16 top researchers sat down and said that everybody is saying AI is dangerous, let us work it out. And they wrote a paper called Artificial Intelligence and Life in 2030. I'm reading out 3 paragraphs here. Contrary to the more fantastic prediction for AI in the popular press, The study panel found that no cause for concern that AI is an imminent threat to humankind. No machines with self-sustaining long-term goal and intent have been developed, nor are they likely to be developed in the near future. Instead, increasingly useful applications of AI with potentially profound positive impacts on our society and economy are likely to emerge between now and 2030. So there are people who have justified, at least you can believe they are very top people, they said that no AI is there. But as I said, there are a lot of people, a lot of things that happens. There's an algorithmic selection error, there's an algorithmic law breaking. Some of you know about law breaking? Maybe it is an old one, but I can tell you. Which is the company Volkswagen. Volkswagen is a company and it sold a lot of cars in India also. And it was the CEO of that person was arrested in somewhere in Germany and he was in jail probably now. What has happened is that they developed a software, very interesting one, very extremely interesting because that is very relevant to India. What do you do when you go for a pollution test? There's a Maruti van sitting in the roadside. You take your car and say that, can you do the pollution test? And he said that, yes, pollution test is done. When your pollution test is done, your car is running, engine is running, and he puts something to see the emission and runs it. Now, automobile engineers and everything can say that if you do not put that pollution test, then your car may be fuel efficient. Because you can consume less fuel and travel more distance. Because you are putting that emission to be less, then it is not fuel efficient. So what Volkswagen did is that, and now Volkswagen said that, or not said, design a car, something like very large number of cars. It was again called. There was an AI system, he wrote it there. The AI program was put inside the Volkswagen car. What it does is that when the engine is running and the vehicle is stagnant, it makes it extremely efficient emission-based these things. That is, emission is less. The moment you go to the highway, engine is running and you are on the road, it switches the mode. Rather than becoming emission efficient, it makes it fuel efficient. So more emission, but extremely good in fuel. Now what the user saw, the mileage is giving very good because and they bought. The Volkswagen became very popular because it gives a less mileage. But then government realized that this is that AI software that is creating nuisance. And then he was arrested and other thing. But then this is a very simple thing that you write a program that should try to detect whether the engine is running or not, vehicle is moving or not. And based on that, you switch the mode. And that was going on. Now, another interesting thing that happened, in India it was caught. And then there is an advocate here, and he is typical, probably he has gone through the IIT coaching probably. These advocates are good. That where is your rule which says that you should test the car emission when it is running? Your rule says the emission has to be tested by a recognized RTA approved vehicle which is standing there, and you have to testing is by standing. So when I'm running, if it is not there, that is not right. That is nothing to do with your test. It is on anything like this. I translate this to our thing. Where is it test that you should be a good student? You have to just crack the IIT code, and even if you are a bad student, you are a good student. Same thing. Very clearly it is saying that, and that's what happened, and probably that person won. Volkswagen people won in India because of this logic. But then this is an AI system that was wrong. This is a system which is law breaking. That's what I'm saying. Algorithmic law breaking. There are many such. I said that about the seat allocation in airlines is another, and so on. Algorithmic manipulation is also there. Algorithmic propaganda is also there. Algorithmic unknowns, algorithmic brand contamination. That is all there because you must be coming through. And there's a very interesting thing that happens. There's a filter bubble where you try to You try to talk about, or you are in the Facebook, then Facebook will try to ensure that you don't get somebody else's message to you, and they will try to put a bubble around you so that whomever they want, whomever Google want or Facebook want, that only you can communicate, other things you cannot communicate. And that also is a algorithmic this. So anyway, all this happening, but there is a very interesting thing has happened recently. Recently, very interesting thing is that there are a lot of people who are generating fake text. That is not important. What is important is that now this fake text are getting fed to an AI system to learn. An AI system is learning with the fake data. And hence the output that is coming is something which is totally junk. And that is what going to come for a few years to come in case that is controlled. And that is what we talk about, a model autophagy disorder, a disease for AI, and then that is happening. So is AI threatening? It is, provided you allow your system to go to elsewhere. You do not have your own control over this thing, or you do not have any human controlling that. And that is what a careless use of this is not possible. And it is happening, and then that is precisely that is what we are talking about. Then the last one, probably from my side, is AI will take your job. No, AI will not take your job, but your friend who is using AI will take your job. So if you do not use AI, you will lose your job. But that means that adapting the new technology yourself to further is more important. Anybody who is lagging behind is lost. That is precisely that while AI is creating a net increase in jobs, the threat is the speed of transition. Entry-level roles in coding and customer service are shrinking faster than the human can reskill. So human has to speed up their training, skilling, so that they can pick up the thing. Companies are seeing 40% productivity gain, but the threat is inequality. Those with AI access thrive, while those without are left behind as AI device. So even if I always say that it is not AI who is taking your job, but it is another person who knows AI and you do not know, that's why it is there. And that is told by godfather of AI, that is Hinton. Hinton, all of you know, deep learning, he got the Nobel Prize last year. He has said, even in 2026, he said, Geoffrey Hinton continues to warn that as AI models become better at reasoning, they may learn to deceive humans to achieve their programmed goal more efficiently. And hence, sovereign AI is scheduled. What is sovereign AI? Sovereign AI is one where your AI trained yourself is remain in your area, your country, or your area. You are not borrowing somebody else's, somebody else is not picking up your data. Like Bharat Gen is sovereign, European Union is sovereign AI, or Malaysia, Singapore one is a sovereign AI. And if it is not there, then you are being controlled, ruled by a colony system where somebody else is coming and giving you the facilities and you are using it, and that is the place it is. Today's threat, in 2026, we have stopped asking if AI will end the world. We are now focused on making sure that it doesn't end the middle class and the concept of truth. The threat is not the intelligence, but it is the lack of accountability. It is AI, same thing Kissinger also said. Kissinger says that AI can be told, use, but what AI is doing, we don't know. So that is precisely, and hence people are talking about those people, academic people who are interested, probably what is future is going to come is that explainable AI. I'm not talking about that much, but here is something very interesting that is I can talk about, that last one. This is European Union again said, please read it, very interesting one, that what it says is that suppose, let's visualize that, let's take an automatic vehicle, a vehicle without driver, and the vehicle hits somebody. Who is responsible? Whom should you arrest? So they said that our law says that there should be two things. One is a provider and other is a deployer. The provider provides you the software. The provider must write down or give you a guarantee that nothing will go wrong. If something happens, provider has to be arrested. Deployer is the one who deploys that in the real life. Deployer has to give a guarantee that it is deployed correctly. Then that is how the accountability will come. This is what the companies are now legally either a deployer or a provider. If an AI makes a biased lending decision in a bank, let's say, the bank deployer, who is deploying it? It is the bank. The bank deployer is held accountable for human oversight. While the developer, who is provider of this, is held accountable for model's technical document. So this is what now you go to now if you are buying an AI system, you are using an AI system, ask that person to give you a guarantee. It is not that you don't say that Google, that means any system of Google's is good. No. Any system of Microsoft is good. No. For everybody they have to give a guarantee. And here is the model. This is the one or next one? Probably here, yes. The green one is interesting. What is the technical accountability? It says that we have moved from, suppose, let's read the green one only. We have moved from trust us, we are the tech company. Don't trust a Google, Microsoft or anything, just because saying that they are Google or Microsoft. What you demand, that they should be able to say that here is an audit log, here is a deliberation, here is a signing of documents, and this is the way, because of that you should trust us. So audit log, the watermark, the human in the loop who approve the decision, all of them once you see, then only you approve the software, otherwise don't software. And that is what probably we can do. So future is not AI-led, but AI-empowered. That's all from. We can go on, but I skipped some other things deliberately because I thought it is. Thank you very much for that. I think.
I request Kalyan, Vice President, to address the gathering.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Kanchana. Sorry for being late, but I think I did not miss what Sir said. Again, part of the alumni, we do encourage most of the people from our industry to kind of talk about AI, and your perspective is pretty much similar to what I keep hearing from my friends. But thank you, sir. It's been very honor to be part of it, something to hear from somebody who's experienced. Sorry, I'm it's again, it's really good to be part of this gathering where we get to hear from somebody from the experts. So again, thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kalyan. Before we proceed with the program, thank you, Pujari sir, for graciously accepting our invitation and also taking your valuable time to deliver Professor Sidi Naidu Endowment Lecture. Your insightful lecture enlightened us on profound importance of AI and its impact on everyday life. We also understood the rapid transformation of AI from a futuristic idea to a driving force reshaping every sector. Thank you for encouraging us to harness this power of AI responsibly and ethically. Thank you once again, sir. Now I request Professor Sidi Naidu Garu, Chenna Kesarao Garu, and the Executive Council to felicitate Professor Arun Kumar Pujari Garu. I request the coordinators of the Alumni Association to join us on stage. All the faculty coordinators of the Alumni Association, I request you to join us on stage. Thank you very much, sir. Now I request the coordinators of the Alumni Association and the Executive Council to felicitate Dr. Sidi Naidu, sir. Radhika Ma'am from the Department of EEE, and all the other coordinators of the Alumni Association, we request you to join us on stage. On behalf of Vienna VJEC Alumni Association, we thank and we express our gratitude for all the laurels we have done as an association for the last 15 years. I think the committee has been active from 2011 and we are able to make a lot of impact here. Thank you, everyone. We request all the dignitaries on the dais to take seat among the audience. We request the students to vacate the auditorium. Now our faculty are waiting outside the auditorium for the proceedings of the felicitation ceremony. Thank you, students. We request the students to take the second and the third exit. We request the faculty to occupy the seats in the front rows. Good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you all to the felicitation ceremony of Professor Sidi Naidu Garu, advisor and former principal VIGNANA VJIET. To begin the proceedings of the felicitation ceremony, may I now invite Dr. B. Chennakesava Rao Garu, principal VIGNANA VJIET, to grace the dais. Thank you, sir. Please join me in inviting Sri Kode Durga Prasad Garu, General Secretary, VIGNANA JYOTHI, to grace the dais. Thank you, sir. May I now invite Srimati A. Anuradha Garu, CEO, VIGNANA JYOTHI, to grace the dais. Thank you, ma'am. Please join me in welcoming Dr. D. N. Rao Garu, former President, VIGNANA JYOTHI, to grace the dais. Thank you, sir. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sidi Naidu Garu, advisor, VIGNANA JYOTHI, to grace the dais. Thank you, everyone. Now I request our principal, Dr. B. Chennakesava Rao Garu, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon to all of you. Namaskar. Swagatam, Suswagatam to all the management members and today's hero of the function, Sidi Naidu Garu, and deans, heads of departments, special invitees. Arun Pujari Garu is an eminent professor in artificial intelligence, and other faculty colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. A very good afternoon to all. I think today we have all assembled here to celebrate a bit farewell to our beloved Professor Sidi Naidu garu, respected D.N. Rao garu, former President, VIGNANA JYOTHI, former Secretary, Advisor to VIGNANA JYOTHI, and above all, he is our Bhishma Pitamaha in educational sector. And Durga Prasad garu is a well-known retired IPS officer, and Anuradha Madam garu, CEO, and she is also well-known retired IPS officer, and Sidi Naidu garu, our beloved professor, and Pujari garu, and other faculty colleagues. The phrase superannuation has been in the air since morning, as one of our elder brother, colleague, and mentor is being bid farewell today. It is indeed very difficult to use the term superannuation, but it is a tradition we follow to provide a rest after a long 28.5 years service at VJEC, which includes 15 years as a principal. Truly remarkable journey. Our beloved advisor, Professor Sidi Naidu garu, has been pillar of this institute right from the day he joined in this institute. His contributions in building up VJEC will always be placed on record. Sir, so on behalf of VJEC, on my own behalf, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to your wonderful service at VJEC. His contributions, definitely it is noteworthy. I think you're all aware about. I think I need not to mention, but some of the things what I think you might have observed actually, number of accreditations, NBA accreditations, and increasing intake. I think today we are offering 17 UG programs with an intake of 2040 and 16 PG programs with an intake of 216, as well as PhD programs. Now we are planning to introduce even the postdoctoral degree also at VJEC shortly. So personally, I have always held him in the highest regard as both a mentor and a colleague. Professor Naidu is a man of principles who believes in simple living and high thinking. His sincerity, dedication, and commitment have left an indelible mark on all of us. From tomorrow onwards, we will surely miss his services, guidance, and presence. I think everybody will have a mixed feelings. Definitely, I think each one of us we have to take this step. Sir, you're always welcome to give us your suggestions and guide us for the well-being and the further growth of this institute, because we're all looking your support further to improve the image of the institute. Your wisdom will continue to inspire us even beyond your future tenure. On behalf of all of us, I sincerely wish you a very pleasant and happy life in the years ahead. May God shower blessings on you and your family. So please, all of you, give a big hand. And I think stand-up oven is required. So please, all of you stand up, give a big hand to Professor Sidi Naidu garu for his contribution to the VJEC. Thank you, sir. Thank you, definitely. We will remember your services. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Sri Kode Durga Prasad garu, General Secretary, VIGNANA JYOTHI, to address the gathering.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ ఎవ్రీబడి. నాయుడు గారి గురించి నేను మాట్లాడటం మీ ముందు కొద్దిగా అతిశయోక్తిగా ఉంటుంది, ఎందుకంటే వారి గురించి మీ అందరికీ నాకన్నా 10 times 100 times మోర్ తెలుసు. హీ హెడ్ బీన్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ యూ, వాజ్ విత్ యూ త్రూ అవుట్. నేను ఐఎమ్ ఎన్ లేట్ ఎంట్రెంట్ నౌ. బట్ వన్ థింగ్ ఐ కెన్ సే ఈజ్ దట్, సార్ మీరు చేరినప్పుడు అయితే 220 మంది ఉన్నారు. దట్ వాజ్ ద ఇంటేక్. టుడే వీఆర్ 2400, 10 times పెరిగింది కాలేజ్. ఇంతాయి వట్టుడు ఇంతాయి అని పెరిగినట్టుగా కాలేజ్ పెరిగింది. వారు కూడా అట్లాగే ప్రిన్సిపల్ అయినప్పుడు 540 అనుకుంటాను ఇంటేక్. టుడే వీఆర్ 4 times that. So sir, thank you very much for leading the college to what it's today. It's not an easy affair growing to this stature. నెంబర్ పెరగడమే కాదు, ఎన్ఐఆర్ఎఫ్ ర్యాంకింగ్ మాట్లాడి మనం పేపర్ ప్రజెంటేషన్స్ అన్నప్పుడు క్వాంటిటీ క్వాలిటీ అని మాట్లాడతాం. అట్లాగే క్వాలిటీలో కూడాను I think with great pride he can say, and we'll all say, that we have reached the almost number one position in the private engineering institutions in Telangana. So you steered it to that level, and thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for taking us to this level. ఈ పొజిషన్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు, ఇంత పెద్ద కాలేజ్ని హ్యాండిల్ చేసినప్పుడు, I know the type of problems as head of the institution he had, growing enormously, growing with with an image that this is a good institution which will give quality education with discipline to students and expectations ఉన్నప్పుడు, when you say a quality institution అనగానే the impression is that it has these facilities, these things with you అని చెప్పి. But I know how much of a difficulty he had as head of the institution, and we had as management to provide for everything that he wanted, like space. One of the biggest problems that we have, even till today we still have that problem. We are trying to meet the requirement. నేను నిన్నే అడిగాను ప్యాక్ని, ఇంకొక మల్లిక మేడం గారితో మాట్లాడాను, రామోజీ గారితో కూడా మాట్లాడాను, కొద్దిగా స్పేస్ క్రియేట్ చేద్దాం, అర్జెంట్గా ఎంత కావాలో చెప్పండి అన్నాను. 3.75 lakh ఎస్ఎఫ్టీ కావాలి సార్ అన్నాను. నేను అర్జెంట్గా ఎంత కావాలని చెప్తే మీరు టోటల్గా కావాల్సి చెప్తే ఎట్లా అండి బాబు, దయచేసి కొద్దిగా నాకు తగ్గించి చెప్పండి ఎంత కావాలో, వీ విల్ నాట్ లైక్ టు క్రియేట్ సంథింగ్ అర్జెంట్లీ అని చెప్పేసి. సో దాట్ ఈస్ ద సార్ట్ ఆఫ్ constraints under which he led the institution. But at the same time, I can tell you with confidence, I have never seen his brow knitted, a frown on his face. Whatever may be the situation, he would still be smiling. And you will not find him, and if he was different with you, I don't know. He was definitely like that with us in the management. He would never frown, but he will smile and still make the demand. And గట్టిగా కుదరదండి, ఇప్పుడు కాదండి, తర్వాత చూద్దాం అంటే దెన్ హీ విల్ యాక్సెప్ట్ ఇట్. బట్ దెన్ అగైన్ వెళ్తూ కొద్దిగా మన రిక్వైర్మెంట్ కొద్దిగా చూడాలండి అని చెప్పేసి వెళ్ళిపోయేవారు. సో దాట్స్ ది టైప్ ఆఫ్ టెంపర్మెంట్ దట్ హీ హ్యాడ్, వేర్ హీ వుడ్ లైక్ టు టేక్ ఎవ్రీబడి విత్ హిమ్ వితౌట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫరింగ్ ది ప్రెషర్ దట్ హీ హ్యాస్ either upwards or downwards. So he was such a shock absorber that he took all of that within himself. So I mean, rare to get people that way who can absorb the shocks and take the institution to greater heights the way he has done. All good things come to an end, and I think retirement or superannuation is part of the game. We have all gone through that, myself and Anuradha garu, we have all seen that. So we know it. It pinches a lot when you are leaving an institution which you have served for so many years at a stretch. But we have not been in one institution. We moved from institution to institution. And when you finally lay down office, you feel there's a certain bit of emptiness that comes in. In fact, one of my batchmates used to say, she's a big name now, all of you know, probably if you read, she is a good writer as well, and she's one of those fairy officers, Meera Borwankar and Jeppi. You can look up her this thing also. She used to say, Durga, what will you do after retirement? We are leading such a hectic life, because as DG CRPF, I used to be traveling a lot of time. All the time I was traveling and seeing or going all over. What will you do? And I should tell her, don't worry, we'll find something, don't worry. And so the same thing happens, but on that particular day, you will feel suddenly something is lost and missing. But I think we'll find ourselves decent, good, avocations. Like today I have this. So you will find ourselves something good. And today the type of things that are available for educated people like him, I consider myself relatively uneducated, particularly in the midst of all of you. People who have got such tremendous knowledge bank. All of you are such a huge knowledge bank. So it's easy for you to pick up things. Today morning I was in VJIM and we saw one Professor Ravichandran, and he was saying that now at that age, he's retired. Now he has taken up a 6-month course with Microsoft in all the AI tools that were there with them, and paying 40,000 rupees. He said, I'm alone kabatti 40,000 kattanandi, but if you take for a group, it will come much cheaper అని చెప్పి. And he says that it has now opened up a different world to me. It's a totally different world to me, and I feel so empowered suddenly, all of a sudden. So the things that were not there in the past are now available. It will, open up many more doors. And I think Naidu garu, with all his experience, will look into those opportunities and make sure that whatever experience he has got now, he will pass it on to many more and make them more empowered. Naidu garu, I had the opportunity of attending your son's marriage and being part of you there. It was good to be part of that function and to see that your children are well settled in life. So that way, you are a blessed person that your children are well settled and things are taken care of. So the same God's blessings, I pray to God that He will continue to shower His blessings on you like this and give you the strength to carry on whatever good work you have been doing with us here. God bless you, sir, and God bless everybody.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Anuradha ma'am, CEO of VIGNANA JYOTHI, to address the gathering.
పెద్దలు మెంబర్ డిఎన్ రావు గారు, జనరల్ సెక్రటరీ దుర్గా ప్రసాద్ గారు, టుడేస్ గెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆనర్ సిడి నాయుడు గారు, ప్రిన్సిపల్, ఫ్యాకల్టీ అండ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. రిటైర్మెంట్ ఫంక్షన్స్ సార్ చెప్పినట్టు ఐ హ్యావ్ గాన్ త్రూ 2 of them. One after 36 years of service in the police department and one after laying down office as chairperson, AP Public Service Commission. And even more because every post tarvata there used to be one farewell. So quite a number of farewells have happened in my life. Farewells lo, it's a good opportunity to take feedback. So chala polite ga people, even when they're talking, but you sort of get a feedback of, okay, what was good, what needs to be improved. And it's a lesson for the others also to sit and listen, to see what people appreciate, what are the pain points. Very subtle ga bayatiki vastayi annattu. So if you keep your ears open, it is a good learning opportunity for all of you to see and hear what each one is talking about, the person who is whom we are bidding farewell to, and how we should, what path we should take. Another good, it is a learning experience. Naidu garto, my interaction was very, very short, but we did have about a 2-hour session. When I first joined, I sat with him to learn the ropes of the new business, and he was really helpful. Thank you, sir. And I wish you a very happy, healthy, and purposeful life ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. D.N. Rao garu to address the gathering.
Good evening, everybody. People on the stage, Sri Kode Durga Prasad garu, Sidi Naidu garu. Our latest attraction of the institute, Evaru? Anuradha garu. Okay. And then the earlier attraction, and even today is attractive, Chennageshwara. And the heroes and heroines of VNR VJIT, all of you. I think it's very nice seeing of you. I will actually share a secret with you. The purpose of me coming here is not to talk about Naidu garu, but about to hear some of you telling some secrets about Naidu garu. I knew him from 2006, roughly 2004. Also, I knew him. He was the principal. I was the joint secretary. No, he wasn't the principal at that time. He was the head of the Department of Electronics. And then I was the joint secretary, not the secretary. I was the joint secretary working behind the scenes. It was a nice experience dealing with him. Like Kode Durgaprasad Chipinattu, I think he was never unbalanced. I don't know who taught him the cycle of life, but always he's balanced. I worked him at some of the most critical events. One of the most, some of them are very, very bright. Some of them are not so bright. Okay, but he maintained that balance of mind and balance of emotions. That's the most important thing. Okay. Naidu gariki, we have one common thing between us. Okay, both of us are electronic graduates. Okay, and in electronics, how are you measured? Chipama, how are you measured? All of you, all the other people are measured. I have made that big machine. I have this big bridge. You're all measured by Emma Maliga. How big bridge you build, how big house you build for somebody, what a big machine you have done. But in electronics, how are you measured? Small. When both of us started our careers in this one, the word was microelectronics. Today, if you talk about micro in electronics, will anybody listen to you? They will show the door and say, please go, sir. Okay. Today, we are at 2 nanometers. We were at 2 nanometers levels. Okay. That is how I think the technologies are changing. But what is important is sitting in a position of responsibility in education institutions and other institutions, you should be able to appreciate both the big things and the small things and the nice things. Okay, that I think Naidu garu has the capability to appreciate. I'll mention some of the critical things that that have worked on. All of you are familiar with what is that event at Himachal Pradesh? BS tragedy. Okay. It was 9:30 in the evening, maybe 9 o'clock in the evening, that we received the call that this incident has happened, which is miles and miles and miles away. By next day morning, 5:30, all of us were at the airport trying to catch the flight to Delhi and Delhi to this one. Within 24 hours, not even 24 hours, by almost 12:30 that afternoon, Mr. Naidu, myself, and many of senior people there were there at the site. And Mr. Naidu was the principal at that time, if I remember right? 2014. Okay. And It so happened on the lighter side. We thought we thought very on the lighter side. I'm talking about. We thought we are very fast, and then we were walking through the airport. By then, already that lady minister for education at that time, what's her name? Irani. She visited the site and leaving the site, and leaving to Delhi. That fast things have happened, and we were able to catch up. And the most important thing is, even today, I admire this one, is in a situation like this, normally people tend to sit back and say, act as if they are not responsible. What is the worst thing that can happen? What is the thing that can happen there? You are the principal of an institution where this thing has happened. Okay, it's carelessness. So I'm taking you under control. It's going to happen at that place. No thought like, no negative thought like that. All of us were there. That is the purpose. That was the responsibility of ours. And then we were there for how many days, Naidu? 20 days. Okay, altogether. No, sir. Some characters come up when, during these sort of events. And we used to be the first one to receive the bodies from the river. Go, lift, put them safely so that the parents or relatives used to take care of it. I'm sorry to mention this wrong side of it, but when these things happen, okay, the real personality comes up. He could have easily hidden in the house. Okay, no, but he was there in the front, leading, facing the televisions, facing the press. Okay, after so many years, let us clap for him. And at the same time, that was on the negative side, but I think that year, I was literally worried, both myself and Naidu Garu and everybody. I think Kiran Maya was also there at that time as vice principal. So all of us were worried, how will the admissions be? Such a tragedy happened, this one, how will the admissions be? You won't believe it. That was a tremendous rush for admissions, both NRI and ordinary seats and other things. There was, we never faced such a pressure for getting into VNR VJIT. It has become a mark. And one of the points that they were choosing this institution was dedication of the faculty in looking after their own students, even at a remote place like that. I think that was the name that we have earned. So I must mention what Naidu Garu has done to me. And the pleasant way I'm talking about, I think, how he helped me. All of you know JACs. Is there anybody who doesn't know JAC? For the benefit of those who joined recently, JACs are human beings worse than JACs. Okay, they're the former leaders, supposed to be student leaders who come here and say, sit here, do dharna, this, all that for a seat of some relative or somebody or for some purpose of this one. Okay. For some time it has become a tradition that if you want a seat for somebody, you go and sit there. And naturally, they used to come to the head office, which used to be at Begumpet. Okay. So, coolly at head office, all of us used to refer the name of Naidu garu. Go and see Naidu garu. Okay. And then they come here, they stay here and pester him, do this, do that. But all the time, like Kode Durga Prasad was saying, he was only smiling at them. No answer. Okay. Smiling. And how can you threaten a smiling person? Okay. So it used days and days of patience. That's what I have a lot of admiration for him. Okay. That patience. It was a good thing. Naidu garu, I had a wonderful time with you. And with your family too. I think his daughter invited me to BITS Pilani to give a lecture. Identical to the one that I used to give it, this one. That was the condition she's put in. You have to give the same lecture what you are giving at VNR at BITS Pilani. BITS Hyderabad. BITS Pilani, Hyderabad. So he made me come there and give a lecture. So we had wonderful moments with you, Naidu garu, and we wish that you won't retire. You will only stay active. As I said, don't move away. Be on the side. That is the most important. Look forward for your continued guidance. Let us clap and wish him all the best.
Thank you, sir, for sharing the details about the challenges and how Vienna VJET as a team, under the leadership of Dr. Sidi Naidu garu and VIGNANA JYOTHI management, are able to overcome them. Once again, highlighting our unity, perseverance, and shared vision. Thank you once again, sir. Now I request Dr. A. Mallika garu, Dean IQAC, to address the gathering.
Dignitaries on the dais, Kode Durga Prasad garu, General Secretary VIGNANA JYOTHI, Dr. D.N. Rao sir, former President VIGNANA JYOTHI, and CEO ma'am, Anuradha ma'am, and our principal Dr. Chenikeshwara garu, and our beloved Professor Dr. Sidi Naidu sir, former principal and advisor VIGNANA JYOTHI. Very good evening to one and all, and to dear colleagues of VNR VJET here. It's my privilege to share my thoughts about Sidi Naidu sir. It's a great opportunity for me. Like I was closely associated with him when I was HOD, head of the Civil Engineering Department, for almost 9 years. I've learned a lot of things as Secretary sir and D.N. Rao sir was sharing. Like what is his stature and his style is, it is not by authority he empowered us. Identifying the capabilities of people and making them more confident to excel in their domain areas or whatever the status they were into. That is his greatness. Always he used to include people with him, discuss the things, and then take a decision. So that's his greatness, and moreover, very, very admirable things, as D.N. Rao sir was also telling and told by Secretary Garu also. So very admirable features in him. He is a very calm personality, calm and cool personality. And his ability to listen to people very patiently, whatever the matters they are, like professional matters or any decision-making matters, he used to listen to them carefully. Never he abruptly condemned the things. If we go with a proposal, he used to listen to them. He always says, go ahead, madam. So if you feel this is good for your department, please go ahead. So he never said no to any of our proposals. That's how the department was able to make academically, like consultancy-wise, and also making good quality documentation within the department so that we could achieve many NBA accreditations for 6 years twice. So I was sharing yesterday also with sir, like when we went for accreditation fourth time, NBA accreditation for the BTech program, sir, we have got 780 out of 1000 marks, for which we are supposed to get 5 years of accreditation. But we couldn't get that one. Some comments were written there in the report. I approached sir with the help of Institute NBA coordinator that we want to go for an appeal that time. Sir said immediately, if you are confident, go ahead. Whatever the support from the institute you need, you will get it. If required, I'll also come with you people to Delhi to make an appeal to the committee. That's the support what he has given to us. Like if that day, if he says, no, already it is been there in the report, next time better luck. If that was the expression, we couldn't have moved forward. So very, very, very emotional support, sir. Though your presence might not be there from tomorrow, hopefully we will receive the same guidance from you whenever it is required for us. So I was thinking when others were speaking, like, I don't know whether seen by everyone, which will be buried. People will not see that one, but it is a foundation. So that kind of support we have got from you, sir, and we are expecting the same in our future endeavors also. So I wish God should shower on you good health and happiness and all the best for you all, for all your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now I request Shivraj Narayan, sir, Dean Academics, to address the gathering.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, my dear colleagues, a very good evening to all of you. When I look back, my journey with Dr. Sidi Naidu sir has been quite enriching and full of learnings. It all began in 2008 when sir was Dean of Academics and I was a young faculty member in the department responsible for handling the timetables. And I was not knowing how to deal with it. Sir not only told me how to go for the timetables, because as mechanical engineering, we were supposed to prepare the timetables for engineering drawing and workshop and then hand it over to the H&S department. So the nuances of how to prepare the timetables, that was explained very clearly, the reason behind it and how to do it. That clarity has stayed with me till today, sir. Over the years, from like NBA accreditations, NAC accreditations, and to my current role in the academics, I had the privilege of closely observing how you were working with all the documentations, the academic guidelines, be it framing the regulations, the curriculum revisions, structuring calendars, NBA applications, and processes. Sir has always brought clarity, simplicity, and structure to the complex tasks. So I have learned a lot from sir. What I admire most about sir is his patience and calmness. Sir listens completely. He doesn't react immediately to anything. Only upon listening, then he will give clarity to what is being discussed. Sir, you may be stepping away from this institution, but many of us will work with the same belief, the same systems, the same thinkings that you have instilled in us. And I consider that as your true legacy, sir. Lastly, I would like to wish sir a very happy, healthy, and wishful future life, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Dr. T. Srinivas Rao Garu, Dean Student Progression, to address the gathering.
So good evening. Durga Prasad garu, General Secretary, Vignana JYOTHI. D.N. Rao garu, former President. Sidi Naidu garu, Anuradha Madam, Principal Channakesara garu. Very good evening, my colleagues. So I joined here in 2006 when Sidi Naidu garu was the in-charge principal here. And I am fortunate to work with him for all these years. And as in the administrative role from 2012 to 2024 as head of the Department of Automobile Engineering. And the Department of Automobile Engineering is started in the year 2010 under the leadership of Sidi Naidu garu, and D.N. Rao garu was the inspiration to start this automobile engineering. Thank you, sir. So sometimes we face the difficulty in getting the admissions few years ago. But then in those tough times, so I got enough support from both General Secretary, then that time General Secretary D.N. Rao garu and Sidi Naidu garu. So now this is the only college offering automobile engineering in the state of Telangana. But then we have about a couple of colleges, 9 colleges were there in the year 2014-15. So that I cannot forget, sir, your help so in maintaining this automobile engineering. And coming to this, when I joined this college, no NBA accreditation to any of the departments. So then from 2006, so we got accreditation to all the eligible programs of the institute under the guidance of Naidu sir. And also great support from D.N. Rao sir. That time he was the General Secretary. We used to prepare our PPTs, presentations, till late night in the evening, 12 o'clock also we worked with you, sir, in 2012 when we were working for NAC. So both of you, like Naidu sir and D.N. Rao sir, we learnt a lot. So now, then when I joined here, ours was not the first preferred college, as all of us know. So it was ranking about 3rd or 4th. Now ours is the best college, sir. So we thank you for that, Naidu sir, for your leadership in taking our institute to the first position in both the states, not only Telangana, both Telangana as well as Andhra. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your guidance, support. So we expect the same thing in future also, sir. Though you are not here, we seek your advice whenever we are in tough times. Thank you, sir. So I wish you very happy and healthy life, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I request Dr. C. Kiranmai ma'am, Professor Computer Science Engineering, to address the gathering. I know that Professor Kiranmai ma'am has a great rapport working as Vice Principal under the aegis of Dr. Naidu, sir.
By now, the earlier speakers have talked so much about Naidu, sir. Don't leave anything for me. It has become an open book. One page that was unread till now by the speakers happened to be, I have seen the students, how they interact with him. Sir, fees కట్టడానికి డబ్బులు లేవు, ఏమైనా చేయగలరా? ఇవాళ నా క్లాస్కి వెళ్ళాలని లేదు. నాన్నగారు రిక్షా తొక్కి నాకు ఫుడ్ ఏమీ పెట్టలేదు. Such type of difficulties also, everybody had to share with him. So it is not a principle who people used to look upon. This facility was there for the faculty also, both personally and professionally, to share our difficulties. So that is a perfect human being, where no page went unread or no thought which is not given a support to go ahead. So when people were talking about superannuation, that sir is leaving and those are the policies, like rightly said by Shivraj Narayan sir, it is the systems which we are going to take up. So only the physical presence may not be there, but of course we still breathe in the same air, process and the procedures laid and co-built with him. So here one thing I thought, just as a simple thing, where every time D.N. Rao sir has said that you'll get into the people's mind when you happen to tell a story. This is not a story, but a personal experience too, and very much personal to me. Like recently, I was traveling to Tirupati through SpiceJet, wherein there was a problem in the flight, and it was not taking off. From 7 o'clock to 9:30, we were locked in the flight. The passengers were creating a havoc over there, but nobody dared to go and talk with the pilot. I was feeling restless because there was no air also inside. And I was not getting support from any of my family members too. Kucho ade solve avutundile ani. But it went to that extent that I couldn't sit for a while also. When I started going to the pilot, one man accompanied me. I live with him every day, so I know. He's my father-in-law who is 98 years old. He came along with me and told, I was asking the attendant to open the door. I don't need any refund of the flight tickets or anything. We are going to leave the airport. My father-in-law there, he was telling that, తలుపు తీయ్యా ముందు మాకు ఇంకా చాలా లైఫ్ ఉంది, మేము సాధించాల్సింది చాలా ఉంది, మీకేంటి అడ్డం? Sir, please take this as an inspiration. From that, every day, though I am 61, I feel that I am 1/6. My strongest support is my father-in-law, 98 years. Every morning, he wishes me, Elrama, newspaper headlines chadu, prapancham ento telustundi. Newspaper chadanడి, sir. Thank you, everyone. I wish you good luck, sir. And you are healthy too. So those blessings, it's not me who is going to give. We have learned how to be healthy from you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am, for once again reminding us about the efforts of Naidu sir to support the economically underprivileged children. This is the reason like Alumni Association gets a lot of letters from economically underprivileged students for support, and Naidu sir always says that alumni should step forward to do this. And I hope sir also will fulfill his dream of starting an NGO for farmers' children. Thank you very much, sir. Now I request heads of the departments of Vienna VJIT to kindly step forward and share their words on this special occasion.
Good evening, sir. Sir, basically, like I like to say, in the year 2006, I joined. At that time, sir was in charge principal. And you know, at that time also, we were capable to get this NBA accreditation. But unfortunately, due to some reason unknown to us, we failed. And from there on, we started to work. From 2008, we got accreditation, and 12, and again 15, 18, all those things. During that time, DN Rao sir was there, and they used to verify each and every presentation. And as I said, till 12 o'clock, what is this? What is this number? Why did you go for this point, this color? All those things we have to explain to them and get it done. And the way I see Naidu sir is like, he is more like a fatherly figure to me. So we are like 20 years apart. So sir teaches me everything, because I used to see the office note that I wrote in 2012 or so horrible. He used to sit and correct, and I see that maybe I wrote around 4 to 5 lines, sir wrote around 10 to 15 lines on that. So that way he nurtured me. And again, regarding the discussions regarding some innovations and patents and other things, he'll sit with me, ask together, and probably around 6:30 we'll start. We'll have a discussion till the midnight also. And I had the privilege to call him at around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock also, and ask him, sir, can we do it this way? And he had the ample patience to say, yeah, you can do it like this, do like this. So thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot for encouraging me always. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, and of the dais, my colleagues, faculty members, and it is I feel somewhat emotional to be part of this exit of our Naidu sir. We worked together closely for almost 9 years actually, when I was dean and control of examinations. So it had given me ample, opportunity to unleash our potential, because he used to give so much freedom to faculty members so that they're able to deliver stuff effectively. Because as you know that when you put the pressure, that sort of working environment is different. When you are given so much freedom, it is somewhat different. So in that way, sir had given me so many opportunities during that term actually. And also I had opportunity to introduce with the support of our role model, Dr. D.N. Rao Garu, shadow engineering, so which is being implemented during the regime of Naidu Gar also, and with the support of Kiranmai Madam, which brought World Education Award 2013. And also during COVID time, so many colleges have conducted examinations through online. So that impacts the sanctity of examination system. So during that term also, we are able to conduct the examination through offline mode. So by allotting 6 centers in Telangana, in that way, we have received so much guidance from Naidu Garu. So in that way, we are able to do that actually. So with these few words, I wish Dr. Naidu Garu a wonderful, peaceful, and happiest future life. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. Right.
Dignitaries on the dais, my dear colleagues and friends, a very good evening to all of you. Today, I would like to speak a few words about the remarkable contributions of Dr. Sidi Naidu sir to our department and institution. Naidu sir started his journey with the college in 1997, and since then, he has played a pivotal role in the growth and development of EC department. He was the first among the ECE faculty members to achieve a PhD in 2001, marking the beginning of a strong research culture in the department and institute. With his careful planning and continuous support, the department successfully achieved 8 NBA accreditations, which remains a proud milestone of all of us. Naidu sir also made significant contributions to postgraduate education. Under his leadership, the EC department became one of the first private engineering colleges in United Andhra Pradesh to offer MTech in VLSI system design in 2003, followed by MTech in embedded systems in 2006. As the department's reputation grew, student admissions increased from 2 sections to 4 sections, reflecting the confidence students had in the department. Despite handling numerous administrative responsibilities, SAR continued teaching core subjects such as signals and systems, digital signal processing, control systems, and C and data structures with great dedication. He also promoted academic collaboration by establishing an MOU with higher educational institutions like NIT Warangal, BITS Hyderabad. For faculty development, Sir strongly supported higher education through QIP programs, enabling many faculty members to complete their PhDs in our institute. Sir also encouraged many non-teaching faculty to pursue higher qualification. Today, our department proudly has 40 PhD holders, which clearly reflects his long-term vision, encouragement, and motivation. Naidu sir also focused on enhancing student careers by introducing placement training sessions like Being Zero and Smart Interviews, which have significantly improved student opportunities in placements. In research, the department now contributes over 160 publications annually, steadily progressing towards the institutional goal of 1,000 publications. Our goal is 1,000 publications and 100 patents per year. So everyone has to try to reach that Naidu sir's goal. He introduced special interest groups and research interest groups, fostering deeper technical knowledge among both students and faculty. Sir also initiated faculty knowledge sharing sessions, creating a culture of continuous learning and mutual growth of faculty. Sir's vision, dedication, and commitment have shaped not only the department, but also the careers of many faculty members and students. The systems he established, the standards he upheld, will continue to guide us in the years ahead. His contributions will always remain a strong foundation and a lasting inspiration for all of us. Thanking you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for all the sharing the initiatives taken by Naidu, sir. I think the latest one is the faculty growth plan, which sir has started for all the new faculty and the existing faculty to plan their academic journey. Thank you very much, sir.
Good evening, all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and my dear faculty. So actually, in the 2010, January 9th, Dr. Balaji sir got opportunity in the previous R&D head. He got opportunity in KNTU as a professor. So at that time, I was called to the room, and Naidu sir said, you should lead R&D. Then I asked one thing, sir, can I match the communication skills and the aptitude of the DNO sir or not? So then sorry, sir. then sir said in a very confident manner, "Nik Radha, netsko." So now it is the time to learn from him. So actually, I have learned a lot from DNO sir, both in communication and technical, and how to project ourselves. Suppose exploit whatever the technology exploit have. So we have projected in many platforms, and we have got many subsequent projects from defense and so on. And that confidence is given by the Naidu sir. So he one thing is he identifies the persons who are hardworking, and if they don't have the sufficient skills like communication, still he encourages the people, and always he give a lot of support. For example, whenever we write any office notes, so as Pranav said, he looks into each and every word and he corrects it. So after 3-4 letters, and we write the way Naidu sir wants. And then after that, he just have a overview of the this thing, and he immediately signs. So that is the confidence he has in the faculty, and that is the confidence he builds in the faculty. And the one more thing is in the COVID-19 time, many faculty used to ask, "Sir, shall we get our salary or not?" Some other college is not giving the pay, some college is 50% of the pay. But for 3 to 4 months, Naidu sir has supported the faculty, so he's like a protective layer faculty. And so it continued since his starting as a principal. So he's a I can say one more time, he's a protective layer for the faculty, and he takes the welfare of the faculty. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody, and thanks to the alumni, those who have really organized, and I can really express my internal feeling for Sir. I don't have much experience like everybody, but yeah, being a management professional from being a management professional when I was global head HR for one IT company, then I just tried to experiment a new journey into life. And so I entered into this college and I got an opportunity to meet sir because I was allowed that I should go and talk with sir as a part of the interview process. I used to assess, being the management professional or HR professional, we used to assess the people in two tools. Dr. Kalyan will agree. One is disc profiling, another is MBTI. And in disc profiling, we used to, by the behavior, we used to assess one personality. And finally, based on that, we start behaving with that personality. That is disc profiling, DISC. Another is MBTI. With Naidu, sir, I found these two tools failed. Arthaminda, these two tools failed. Neither disc profiling worked nor MBTI worked. Finally, what worked is, instead of I start reacting to his behavior, by looking at him, I became I'm an aggressive guy. I come with many plans and I want to do everything within the time. But that aggression, when I go and meet him, when I find a Sthita Prajna, cool, calm, and I mean to say, he just say, yes, go ahead. It means you go ahead whatever you are doing. My point is really I learned a lot of things, how to deal the situations, how to deal with different kind of people. So disc profiling went, MBTI gone. Now I have started behaving the formula of sir. So practically you have become a mentor for me. And one thing that I can say, you are so cool and calm. And truly after retirement, you are going to start the life of complete freedom. Always, he is more of a spiritual personality, a leader, than a kind of, he is not an ordinary human being. I have seen him a unique personality actually. So that is what I learned. And what more experience, interview time, I was expecting questions, but sir, silence was the question to me. Honestly, I'm telling you, sir, silence, one question he will ask and he tried to understand and evaluate me. And sometimes it was very difficult, then what should I speak? And that is the time he has assessed. So really, sir, these are all your great talents. At that time, sir was also there at the time of interview. Then finally, D.N. Rao sir was there. He was posing me a lot of questions. But overall, sir, we will never forget your coolness, your calmness, your sweetness, your smile, the beautiful smile. And we found that beauty in vain that pretty age may roll, charms strike the sight, merit win the soul. Your merit has won the soul of every faculties and the students and we all. Before going, one small stanza of the Hindi song. Chalte, chalte, ये मेरे गीत याद रखना कभी अलविदा ना कहना कभी अलविदा ना कहना. Sir, we love you. We will never miss you because you are there, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, and dignitaries on the dais. And already Kanchana madam has given me 1 minute, but journey which I have shared with sir, along with sir, it cannot be completed in one. Please excuse me for 5 minutes. So, Naidu sir, I have been working in this college since 2001, and I have seen the first person who has got the PhD in this college as Padma Shri Madam has already mentioned, Naidu sir. And that was the first day when I saw a person, how he takes the complete college along with him. Because with in his PhD, like which what we are talking about AI today, that was the beginning, like sir's PhD area, I think artificial neural network. Sir was the sir PhD in that, and we all were involved in his success journey. And later, when he became principal, like when he was dean academics, and then vice principal and principal, in his all journey, we were there along with him. One story I would like to share with all, when we were working for UGC autonomy. So that time I was given task of preparing the academic books. And when I was preparing the academic books, we all were sitting in the boardroom. And as innocent person, I was asking like, rules and regulations should come from so-and-so people, so-and-so person. This credit things should come from so-and-so person. Like that, I was questioning there. And everybody was looking at me. After meeting got over, sir called me, "Poonam, please come inside." When I went to principal room, sir said, "Here, everybody is applying first time here for UGC autonomy. You have to prepare a rough draft and give to everybody so that people will correct it." So I understood. I understood a leader never scold the like youngsters who are coming up, who are making their career in front of everybody. And that made me like successful, I can say, as a HOD in Department of EEE. Before that, IQAC, my both mentors are here, Dr. D.N. Rao sir and Naidu sir. That time, IQAC was in the formation stage. And whatever we used to do, we used to go very happily in Naidu sir's room. And sir used to say, well, it has to be something different. So we never, like, it took us some time to understand what institute really wants from IQAC. And then we established procedures and practices, which still it is there. And like NAC A++ in second cycle, we got 3.73. And after that, I am thankful, like they believed in me and I became as head of the department, where like when I took in charge, like HOD as head of the EEE department, that time it was challenged to get 6 years accreditation because we had already civil department before us, like who already set the standards for 6 years accreditation. And from the day one, we started working how to get the 6 years accreditation. And I remember when we gave complete our presentation and we have shown the department, we had positive vibes, like we'll be getting 6 years accreditation. But when result came, every department got 3 years, like it has come, result has come for all department, and some query was there for EEE department. It made us little scared. But 10 days, the way department has worked, and the way we got support from our institute, from Naidu sir and Channakeshwar Rao sir, I still remember the day, Sunday, it was Sunday, like Monday it was supposed to go. We were given only 8 days of time to complete give the answer. To give that answer, we prepared 1,000-page document. And Naidu sir has never asked me what answer I am preparing because the trust they shown us. Sunday also, when we were working for whole day, sir has visited us in the evening around 7 o'clock or something. He thought like, are you going to submit? Yes, sir, we are going to submit. And 3:40 a.m. in the morning, we submitted the document. Within 2 days of time, we got the result. That 6 years accreditation we have got. So that is the trust we have got, confidence we got from there. And it was not only the professional support what we get. While working in VNR VJIT, I still remember like the way we were guided for our physical health and mental health. So Art of Living was started by Naidu sir. And before that, I used to be asthmatic patient. And that asthma has gone by doing this Sudarshan Kriya. 2 times I attended in the college. That benefited me so much. Like I'm able to climb these stairs without using any inhaler since 15 years. So that is the thing like sir has given us. I always feel like he is a mentor, big brother for all of us. And the way he communicates with the younger generations, with the students and all, it is really great. Like we really admire the way he works. So thank you, sir, for bringing us till here, the way we have worked all together till this day. And I wish like your journey will continue and you will have lot more, many more things to do. Wish you all the best, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. D. Ravikumar Garu, in charge PAC, to address the gathering. Sir works closely with Principal Sir and Naidu Sir for all the affiliations and accreditations, so they know how much of pressure they take it, but still they smile.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and dear colleagues, very good evening to one and all. So, starting with Naidu sir, I joined in the institute in 2008, the EEE department, and there my guide is Dr. Anuradha ma'am, who has explained everything in the department, and she promoted me to come to the admin level at a younger stage in 2016, and later Naidu sir has guided us how to develop the systems and how to bring the situation for facing the different types of accreditations. And SARS used to create the first impression for the team that is coming, and the plan, not only a corner, also SAR used to focus, starting with the accreditation documents and ending with the posters, presentations by the students and project demonstrations and all those. And management, DN sir used to come in the afternoon for the management interaction, how always sir used to show the pictures and used to create the confidence among the faculty as well as the team, how we are building the systems and how we are developing in the role at different levels as guided by Sidi Naidu sir. And sir used to say always, we are building the system, we are making everyone capable of taking any position in the institute. So that is the confidence sir used to build among us. And sir has asked me in 2021 to take the in charge of the PAC. Then I directly accepted, even though we thought that some professor will come as a in charge when Rajan Professor has taken the EC HOD. Then sir has asked us, will you lead the PAC? Then directly I accepted the same, and I worked under Naidu sir for 21 to 26, 5 years as in charge, and before that 16 to 21 also the coordinator in the PAC role. So one thing is we used to prepare the documents, we used to guide the departments, and we used to verify the documents. But when sir has come into picture, then that creates seriousness among the working coordinators as well as HODs. So that inspired us to work towards all the accreditations. Like we have taken the 3 accreditations of NAC and many cycles of accreditations of NBA, and the guidance that SAR has given in preparing the ADP as well as the DPR for the private university as well as the deemed to be university. And we used to work with the targets, but never we tensed and never we feel stress among us because of the support that is given by Naidu sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your support for making us to come to this stage today. And I wish you happy and healthy lives, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I request non-teaching staff members of Vienna VJIT to kindly step forward and share their words. Okay, moving on. I request Dr. Jashwant Garu, son of Dr. Sidi Naidu sir, to address the gathering.
Good evening to the dignity and respected faculty of. Uh, I don't belong to this field. I'm a person. So what I can say is my father used to dedicate most of the time and used to spend very less time with us. In this aspect, we had a lot of fights at home. So, but as previous faculty members were sharing their experience, he had made what we are. He is our foundation. He's not seen. He's on. He's a platform which we are on. He built us like that, both academically and we are always rooted to the ground. We are always on the earth because of him. I wish him a happy and pleasant retired life.
Thank you, Jashwant sir. Now I request Miss Neha Challa, who is also a professor of practice and daughter of Sidi Naidu sir, to address the gathering.
Kind of a bittersweet moment for me, actually. Although Jashwant is the first child, I'm the second child. VNR has him in his other child all these years, and I think you all are a big part of our family, extended family as well. So. Like Jashwant said, you know, he's definitely been a huge support and like, what do you say, wind to my wings all my life, right? I had absolute freedom to do what to do, to make my own decisions about education, career, marriage, and there was never his leadership style was never that do this and this is the only thing that will work. He's like, this is better, you figure it out. So that's the. So I've always appreciated that about him. Yeah, so I think that's all I had to say. Thank you so much for everyone on the stage and off the stage.
Thank you, Sneha ma'am. Before we proceed to the felicitation, there is a letter for Sidi Naidu sir from his friend Dr. Ramana Garu. He is a scientist at Indian Institute of Oil Seeds Research. And recently, Vienna has entered an MOU with this institute. So has sent a letter. So I request your patience, okay, to listen to this letter because he wanted us to read it on this occasion. So I quote, Dear Dr. Dhananjaya Naidu, brother, my warmest congratulations to you on the occasion of saying bid due to the official position you have been holding on as on date. It is indeed a great honor and privilege that you are saying goodbye, keeping your head high. Knowing you for almost 4 decades, I'm confident that you have done the fullest justice to your profession in specific and to the society in general. I'm sure that you have left indelible footprints in your workplace, thus ensuring handing over to the baton to your successor who can handle things with utmost ease. Though we belong to different professions, I appreciate the keen interest you have shown towards agriculture and the possibility of integrating engineering discipline in agriculture. I'm deeply impressed by your ideation and thought process pertaining to several aspects encompassing agriculture. This speaks of your concern to the agrarian sector, to which we are all indebted for our livelihood. In fact, this is an unexplored area with high potential. Good to know that your organization has successfully bagged projects in agriculture through competitive bidding. I was very fortunate to get involved in discussions on a few occasions with your faculty on thought processes on agri-related issues, courtesy your initiative for sure. This only speaks about the motivation and teamwork that you have created. Since you are now a free bird, not bound by any rules and regulations, I hope that you get associated voluntarily with grassroots level organizations to use your professional skills and experience in improving their quality of life. I'm confident that your humbleness, down-to-earth approach, passion to the rural sector will surely get you connected with the society who needs torchbearers like you. I wish you and Sharada good health, joy and happiness. Stay connected. Best wishes, brother, Dr. Ramana Rao, ICAR, Hyderabad. Thank you everyone for your patience. Now I request Sri Kode Durga Prasad Garu, General Secretary, VIGNANA JYOTHI, and Dr. D.N. Rao Garu, Member VIGNANA JYOTHI, to felicitate Dr. Sidi Naidu Garu. Thank you, sir. I request deans and head of the departments of Vienna VJIET to kindly join us on days for this felicitation ceremony of Dr. Sidi Naidu Garu. I also invite the family members to join us on stage. We request all the heads of the departments, heads of various sections to join us on stage. I request Anuradha ma'am, CEO VIGNANA JYOTHI, and Dr. B. Chennakesarov Garu to felicitate Dr. Sidi Naidu Garu. So we request youngest people to kneel. Yes, sir. Stage is too small today. Thank you, everyone. I know that EC department is waiting eagerly for their round of felicitation. So we request you to sit there with a little bit of patience. Now I request Dr. Kalyan Srinivas Garu, Senior Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, to read the citation of honor.
సభా సరస్వత్యై నమః. విద్యావనాన అక్షర గాంధీవమెత్తిన అజేయ ధనంజయుడు, సంకల్ప బలంతో అసాధ్యాన్ని సుసాధ్యం చేసిన అద్వితీయ విజయుడు, నిరంతర కృషితో సంస్థాగత ప్రగతికి ఊపిరిలూదిన ప్రభంజనుడు, ప్రతి విద్యార్థి ఉపాధి స్వప్నాన్ని నిజం చేసిన నిత్య అన్వేషకుడు, నాయకత్వ శిఖరాన నిలిచిన విద్యా రాజనీతిజ్ఞుడు, ఎన్నో సంక్లిష్ట సమస్యలను సునాయాసంగా ఛేదించిన రాజకీయ ధురంధరుడు, పేరులో ధనంజయుడు, ప్రతి పనిలోనూ విజయుడు, మా అందరి గుండెల్లో నిలిచిన అజేయుడు, జయహో ధనంజయ. చల్లా వంశజుడై నారాయణమ్మ మంగప్ప దంపతుల ముద్దు బిడ్డవై రత్నాల సీమైన రాయలసీమయందు గల ఛాయాపురం గ్రామంలో పుట్టి పెరిగి ఆంధ్ర రాష్ట్ర తొలి రాజధాని అయిన కర్నూలు నందు ప్రాథమిక విద్యలు నేర్చి, వజ్రాల ఖని అయిన అనంతపురంలో సాంకేతిక విద్యలు నేర్చి, ఎస్వియు తిరుపతిలో ఉన్నత విద్యలు అభ్యసించి, లోకాన అత్యుత్తమై విరాజలడి ఉపాధ్యాయ వృత్తిలో ప్రవేశించి, తొలినాళ్లలో కేఎస్ఆర్ఎం కాలేజ్ మరియు వాసవి ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాలేజీల్లో విద్యలను బోధించి, తరువాతి రోజుల్లో అనగా 1997వ సంవత్సరంలో విఎన్ఆర్ విజ్ఞాన జ్యోతిలో అడుగుపెట్టి వేవేల శిష్య ప్రశిష్యులను ఉద్దండ పండితులు గావించి దాదాపు 16 సంవత్సరాల పాటు ఏకఛత్రాధిపత్యంగా విఎన్ఆర్ విజేటికి ప్రధానాచార్యులుగా విశిష్ట సేవలందించి 4.5 దశాబ్దాల వృత్తి జీవితంలో జీవన సాఫల్యాన్ని నొందిన మా మనీషి, మా హితైషి, మహితాత్మునైన శ్రీ చల్లా ధనంజయ నాయుడు గారికి సభక్తిపంగా, సప్రశ్రియంగా, సవినయంగా, శ్రద్ధాశక్తులతో, అచంచల గౌరవముతో సమర్పించుకుంటున్న చిరు సన్మాన సుమాంజలి. సుహృద్భావ వాతావరణ సృష్టికర్తగా సహోద్యోగులు మరియు తల్లిదండ్రుల పట్ల ఆయన ప్రదర్శించే సమభావం, అందరికీ సులభంగా అందుబాటులో ఉండే సులభ ప్రసన్నత ఆయన సంస్కారానికి నిదర్శనం. ఎంతటి క్లిష్టతరమైన సమస్యలైనా అత్యంత నిబ్బరంతో, సునిశ్చిత బుద్ధితో, పరిణితి చెందిన మేధస్సుతో పరిష్కార మార్గాలు చూపే ఆయన శైలి అందరికీ ఆదర్శప్రాయం. క్రమశిక్షణను కోరుకునే కఠినమైన గురువుగా ఉంటూనే ఆపదలో అండగా నిలిచే హితైషిగా, ప్రతి ఒక్కరి అంతరాత్మను తట్టిలేపే స్ఫూర్తి ప్రదాతగా ఆయన విలక్షణమైన ముద్ర వేశారు. క్రమశిక్షణతో కూడిన స్వేచ్ఛ, ఆయన నిబంధనల విషయంలో కఠినంగా ఉంటూనే విద్యార్థుల సృజనాత్మకకు పూర్తి స్వేచ్ఛనిచ్చేవారు. కళాశాల వాతావరణం ఎప్పుడూ ఆహ్లాదకరంగా, నేర్చుకోవాలనే తపన కలిగించేలా ఉండాలని ఆయన ఆకాంక్షించేవారు. ముఖ్యంగా నిరంతర సాధన, నిరంతర అభ్యాసం అనే సూత్రాన్ని ఆయన స్వయంగా పాటిస్తూ అందరికీ ఆదర్శంగా నిలిచారు. ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ వినీలాకాశంలో అగ్రగామిగా, విద్యా సామ్రాజ్యపు అప్రతిహత సేనాని మరియు వేలాది మంది యువ ఇంజనీర్ల ఉపాధి స్వప్నాలను సుసాధ్యం చేసిన అద్వితీయ కర్మయోగి మన డాక్టర్ సిడి నాయుడు గారు. అకాడమిక్ బోధనలకు అనంతమైన అవకాశాలను అనుసంధానించి ప్రతి విద్యార్థి హస్తానికి ఒక ఉద్యోగ పత్రాన్ని అందించడమే పరమావధిగా ఆయన సాగించిన అవిరళ సంకల్ప యాగం అనితర సాధ్యం. కేవలం ఉన్నత పీఠంపై ఆసీనులై ఆదేశాలు జారీ చేయడంతో ఆగక ప్రతి విభాగపు ప్లేస్మెంట్ కోఆర్డినేటర్లతో నేరుగా మంతనాలు సాగిస్తూ హెచ్ఓడీలు మరియు టీపీఓలతో నిరంతరాయంగా నిర్వహించిన వ్యూహాత్మక సమీక్షా సమరాలు విఎన్ఆర్ విజేటి ప్రగతికి ప్రాణరథాలయ్యాయి. పారిశ్రామిక అవసరాలను ముందుగానే పసిగట్టి విద్యార్థులను భావి భారత ఇంజనీర్లుగా మరియు విశ్వవిద్యాతలుగా తీర్చిదిద్దడంలో ఆయన చూపిన అచంచల అంకిత భావం, నెలకొల్పిన సుస్థిర వ్యవస్థ నేడు లక్షలాది మంది ఇళ్లల్లో ఆనంద జ్యోతులను వెలిగించింది అంటే అది అతిశయోక్తి కాదు. నిక్కచ్చే నిర్ణయాలతో, నిశిత పర్యవేక్షణతో సంస్థను ప్లేస్మెంట్స్ రంగంలో అజేయమైన ధృవతారగా నిలిపిన ఆయన తేజోవంతమైన నాయకత్వం విఎన్ఆర్ విజ్ఞాన చరిత్రలో సువర్ణాక్షరాలతో లిఖింపదగ్గది. షుడ్ నాట్ రిలై ఆన్ లెగసీ. సంస్థ యొక్క కీర్తి ప్రతిష్టలు కేవలం గత వైభవం మీద ఆధారపడి మనుగడ సాగించకూడదని, నిరంతర నూతన ఆవిష్కరణలతోనే ప్రగతికి సాధ్యమని నమ్మిన నిత్య శ్రామికుడు నాయుడు గారు. గతాన్ని గౌరవిస్తూనే భవిష్యత్తు సవాళ్లను ధీటుగా ఎదుర్కొనేలా కళాశాలను ఒక గమ్యశీల సంస్థగా, డైనమిక్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్గా తీర్చిదిద్దిన మహామనీషి. ఉద్యోగ ప్రదాతలుగా విద్యార్థులు కేవలం ఉద్యోగాన్వేషకులుగా మిగిలిపోకూడదని, 10 మందికి ఉపాధినిచ్చే ఉద్యోగ ప్రదాతలుగా ఎదగాలని ఆకాంక్షించిన అత్యున్నత దార్శనికుడు మన నాయుడు గారు. విఎన్ఆర్ విజేటి వేదికగా ఈడీసెల్ మరియు ఇన్స్టిట్యూషనల్ సెంటర్లను కేవలం విభాగాలుగా కాకుండా, ఇంక్యుబేషన్ సెంటర్లను కేవలం విభాగాలుగా కాకుండా నూతన ఆవిష్కరణలకు నిలయాలైన ప్రయోగశాలలుగా తీర్చిదిద్దారు. అంకుర సంస్థలు అనగా స్టార్టప్స్ స్థాపనలో విద్యార్థులకు ఎదురయ్యే అవరోధాలను తొలగిస్తూ వారిలోని సృజనాత్మక పదును పెట్టి పారిశ్రామికవేత్తలుగా తీర్చిదిద్దడంలో ఆయన చూపిన ప్రోత్సాహం అనితర సాధ్యం. సాహసోపేతమైన నిర్ణయాలతో మేధో సంపత్తికి చేయూతనందిస్తూ ఎందరో యువతీ యువకులను స్వయంగా సమృద్ధులుగా తీర్చిదిద్దిన ఆయన క్రియాశీలక పాత్ర సంస్థ చరిత్రలోనే మరువలేనిది. అత్యాధునిక విద్యా మౌలిక సదుపాయాల కల్పనా శిల్పిగా, మారుతున్న కాలంతో పోటీపడుతూ సాంకేతిక విప్లవానికి అనుగుణంగా విద్యా వ్యవస్థను ఆధునీకరించిన దార్శనిక శిల్పి మన నాయుడు గారు. కేవలం 4 గోడల మధ్య బోధనను పరిమితం చేయకుండా అద్భుతమైన పరిశోధనా సౌకర్యాలతో కళాశాలను ఒక ప్రపంచ స్థాయి విజ్ఞాన క్షేత్రంగా తీర్చిదిద్దారు. పాత పద్ధతులను పక్కన పెట్టి అత్యంత వినూత్నమైన యంత్ర పరికరాలతో కూడిన సెంటర్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్సలెన్స్ ద్వారా ల్యాబొరేటరీలు స్థాపించి విద్యార్థులకు ప్రయోగాత్మక జ్ఞానాన్ని అందించడంలో ఆయన చూపిన చొరవ అసాధారణం. అంతులేని సమాచార నిధిని అందిస్తూ ఆధునీకరించబడిన డిజిటల్ గ్రంథాలయాలు, క్యాంపస్ అంతటా నిరంతరాయంగా ప్రవహించే హైస్పీడ్ అంతర్జాల వ్యవస్థ మరియు అత్యాధునిక డిజిటల్ లెర్నింగ్ సౌకర్యాలను సమకూర్చడం ద్వారా సంస్థను సాంకేతిక ప్రగతికి ఒక చిరునామాగా మార్చారు. ప్రతి ఇటుకలోనూ ఒక ఆశయాన్ని, ప్రతి ల్యాబ్లోనూ ఒక ఆవిష్కరణను కాంక్షించిన ఆయన నిర్మాణాత్మక దార్శనికత వన్నెతగ్గని నిదర్శనం. అధ్యాపక సాధికారతకు ఆద్యుడిగా ఒక విద్యా సంస్థ యొక్క కీర్తి ప్రతిష్టలు అక్కడ బోధించే ఆచార్యుల ప్రజ్ఞా పాఠవాలపైనే ఆధారపడి ఉంటాయని దృఢంగా విశ్వసించిన సంస్కరణశీలి మన నాయుడు గారు. నిరంతరం మారుతున్న సాంకేతిక విజ్ఞానాన్ని అందిపుచ్చుకోవడానికి అధ్యాపకులకు జాతీయ మరియు అంతర్జాతీయ స్థాయి శిక్షణా కార్యక్రమాలకు అనగా ఫ్యాకల్టీ డెవలప్మెంట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అండ్ ప్రొఫెషనల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్కి పంపిస్తూ వారి నైపుణ్యాలకు నిరంతరం పదును పెట్టారు. కేవలం బోధనలకే పరిమితం కాకుండా ప్రతి అధ్యాపకుడు పరిశోధనా రంగంలో ఉన్నత శిఖరాలను అధిరోహించాలని వారిని పిహెచ్డి దిశగా వెన్నుతట్టి ప్రోత్సహించిన మార్గదర్శి. పరిశోధనలో వారికి పూర్తి స్వేచ్ఛను ప్రసాదిస్తూ వారి వినూత్న ఆలోచనలకు అండగా నిలుస్తూ ఒక సృజనాత్మక విద్యా వాతావరణాన్ని సృష్టించారు. అధ్యాపకుల మేధో సంపత్తే సంస్థకు అసలైన ఆస్తి అని నమ్మి వారిని సమర్థవంతమైన నాయకులుగా తీర్చిదిద్దిన ఆయన గురుతుల్యమైన నాయకత్వం అనితర సాధ్యం. విద్యార్థి కేంద్రిక దృక్పథం మరియు సామాజిక బాధ్యత, స్టూడెంట్ సెంట్రిక్ అప్రోచ్ అండ్ సోషల్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ. విద్యార్థుల సర్వతోముఖాభివృద్ధికి ఆయన అనేక వినూత్న కార్యక్రమాలు చేపట్టారు. హోలిస్టిక్ డెవలప్మెంట్ కేవలం పుస్తక జ్ఞానమే కాకుండా హ్యాకథాన్స్, కోడింగ్ కాంటెస్ట్, స్పోర్ట్స్, కమ్యూనికేషన్ స్కిల్స్, సాఫ్ట్ స్కిల్పై దృష్టి సారించారు. స్టూడెంట్స్ క్లబ్స్ ద్వారా కళాశాలలో సాంకేతిక మరియు సాంస్కృతిక కార్యక్రమాలను ప్రోత్సహించి విద్యార్థుల్లో దాగి ఉన్న ప్రతిభను వెలికితీసేవారు. ఆయన నాయకత్వంలో విఎన్ఆర్ స్టూడెంట్ ఫోర్స్, ఎన్ఎస్ఎస్ వంటి కార్యక్రమాలను బలోపేతం చేయడమే కాకుండా సమీప గ్రామాలను దత్తత తీసుకోవడం, పేద విద్యార్థులకు సహాయం చేయడం వంటి సామాజిక సేవలను కూడా ప్రోత్సహించారు. విద్యార్థి యొక్క పరిపూర్ణ వికాసం కేవలం తరగతి గదుల్లోనే కాకుండా క్రీడా మైదానాల్లో కూడా సాధ్యమని నమ్మిన క్రీడాభిమాని మన నాయుడు గారు. విద్యార్థుల్లో దాగి ఉన్న క్రీడా ప్రతిభను వెలికితీసి వారిని అవసరమైన అత్యున్నత స్థాయి శిక్షణకు, మౌలిక వసతులకు కల్పించి విఎన్ఆర్ క్రీడాకారులు కేవలం విద్యా సంస్థల మధ్య కాకుండా రాష్ట్ర మరియు జాతీయ స్థాయి పోటీల్లో తమ ప్రతాపాన్ని ప్రదర్శించేలా చేసి వారిని ఆత్మవిశ్వాసం కలిగిన యోధులుగా మలిచిన ఆయన క్రియాశీలక పాత్ర చిరస్మరణీయం. అగ్రగామి గుర్తింపుల సృష్టికర్తగా కళాశాల కీర్తి ప్రతిష్టలను కేవలం ప్రాంతీయ స్థాయికే పరిమితం చేయకుండా అంతర్జాతీయ ప్రమాణాలు, గ్లోబల్ స్టాండర్డ్స్తో విరాజిల్లేలా తీర్చిదిద్దిన అజేయమైన వ్యూహకర్త మన నాయుడు గారు. అకాడమిక్ నాణ్యతల్లో రాజీ పడకుండా ప్రతి విభాగంలో అత్యున్నత ప్రమాణాలను నెలకొల్పి అన్ని విభాగాలకు నేషనల్ బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ అక్రిడిటేషన్ గుర్తింపు పొందేలా అహర్నిశలు శ్రమించిన నిరంతర సాధకుడు. యావత్ దక్షిణ భారతదేశంలోనే NAAC A++ అనే కీర్తి శిఖరాన్ని తొలి దశలో అధిరోహించిన అతి తక్కువ కళాశాలలో ఒకటిగా విఎన్ఆర్ని నిలబెట్టడంలో ఆయన ప్రధాన పాత్రను పోషించారు. NIRF ర్యాంకింగ్స్లో నిరంతరం అత్యున్నత స్థానాల్లో కళాశాలను నిలబెడుతూ విదేశీ విశ్వవిద్యాలయాలతో వ్యూహాత్మక ఒప్పందాలు కుదుర్చుకుంటూ విద్యార్థులకు అంతర్జాతీయ వేదికలపై పరిశోధన అవకాశాలు కల్పిస్తూ ప్రపంచ స్థాయి దిగ్గజ సంస్థలతో, బహుళజాతీయ సంస్థలతో MOUలు కుదుర్చుకుంటూ క్యాంపస్ను నైపుణ్యాల నిలయంగా మార్చి విద్యా వ్యవస్థలో నూతన శకాన్ని ఆవిష్కరించిన ఆయన కీర్తి కాంతులు చిరస్మరణీయం. ఒక లెక్చరర్గా, సీనియర్ లెక్చరర్గా, అసిస్టెంట్ ప్రొఫెసర్గా, అసోసియేట్ ప్రొఫెసర్గా, డీన్ అకాడమిక్స్గా, వైస్ ప్రిన్సిపాల్గా, పీజీ స్టడీస్ డైరెక్టర్గా, ప్రిన్సిపాల్గా, అడ్వైజర్గా, JNTU ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ కమిటీ మెంబర్గా, BOS మెంబర్గా, విఎన్ఆర్ అకాడమిక్ కౌన్సిల్ చైర్మన్గా, రీసెర్చ్ అడ్వైజరీ మెంబర్గా, గవర్నింగ్ కౌన్సిల్ సెక్రటరీగా, IQAC చైర్మన్గా, బెస్ట్ ప్రిన్సిపాల్ అవార్డు గ్రహీతగా 40 సంవత్సరాల పాటు వివిధ విభాగాల్లో విశిష్ట సేవలందించి ఒక విద్యావేత్తగా, బహుముఖ ప్రజ్ఞాశాలిగా, మహామేధావిగా పేరొందిన వ్యక్తి మన ధనుంజయుడు. అకాడమిక్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్ని రచించడంలో, గైడ్ లైన్స్ని రూపొందించడంలో, కోర్సు స్ట్రక్చర్స్ని లిఖించడంలో, సర్వీస్ రూల్స్ని ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయడంలో ఆయన ఒక సవ్యసాచి. విద్యాక్షేత్రాన విలువిద్యలు నేర్చిన ఫల్గుణుడు, క్లిష్ట లక్ష్యాలను ఛేదించిన అక్షర గాంధీవి, అలుపెరగని ప్రయాణమే అస్త్రంగా చేసుకున్న యోధుడు, అకుంఠిత దేశాతత్పరతే శాస్త్రంగా మలుచుకున్న మార్గదర్శి. ఓ ఆచార్యుడనే పదానికి నిలువెత్తు అర్థమై అందరినీ సమదృష్టితో చూచే ధర్మ నిరతునివై, చిరునవ్వుతో మనోనుకూల మనీషివై, ఎన్నో జీవితాల జీవనోపాధికి దారి చూపించిన మార్గదర్శకుడివై, విద్యార్థులకు సద్విద్యా ఖనివై, పరిణితి చెందిన ఆచార్యుడివై, మాకెందరికో స్ఫూర్తి ప్రదాతవై, 4.5 దశాబ్దాల పాటు దేశ విద్యామతల్లి వేవేల వెలుగులకు శక్తినందించిన అమూల్య విద్యా వనరువై, చేపట్టిన వృత్తిని దైవంగా కొలిచి విద్యాకుసుమాలు పోయించిన సరస్వతీ పుత్రుడివై, అధ్యాపకులకే పాఠాలు నేర్పే అనన్య సామాన్య ప్రతిభాశాలివై మాకందరికీ స్ఫూర్తిగా నిలిచిన ఓ స్ఫూర్తి ప్రదాత అందుకుని మీవే మా అభినందన మందారాలు, శుభాభినందన చంద్ర వందనాలు, శత సహస్ర పాదాభి వందనాలు. జయ చిరంజీవ వర్ధస్య సుఖీభవ, జయ చిరంజీవ వర్ధస్య సుఖీభవ. ఓ ధనుంజయ, మీ కీర్తి ప్రతిష్టలు దిక్కులు పెళ్ళగిల్లేలా దిగ్వదంతాలు మారుమురుగిపోవాలని, మీ జీవితం దేవకీనందనుడు, గోవర్ధనోత్తరుడు, పరాత్పరుడైన ఆ శ్రీకృష్ణ పరమాత్మ దివ్య ఆశీస్సులతో, జయ జయ ధ్వానాలతో దగద్దగాయమానంగా రెపరెపలాడుతూ ముందుకు సాగిపోవాలని, మీ భావి జీవితం ఇలానే ఎప్పటికీ మరన్నిటికీ కూడా తొలి ఉషోదయ కాంతరేఖల అరుణధవళ స్వర్ణోదయ కిరణంలా వెలిగిపోవాలని కోరుకుంటూ ఇట్లు మీ శ్రేయోభిలాషులు.
Thank you, Kalyan sir. A huge round of applause for Kalyan sir. He took 3 days to write this citation. The citation will be handed over to Dr. Sidi Naidu sir after 2 days because he was busy writing it till today. So that's what he mentioned. Thank you, Kalyan sir. Now I request the team of Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering to join us on stage. They would like to do a felicitation to Naidu sir from the department because Naidu sir belongs to ECE department. So always sir has a soft corner to the department of ECE. No? We request the team of ECE to join us on stage for the felicitation of Dr. Sidi Naidu sir. That's in the meanwhile, Professor Suresh sir from Department of ECE has read a small citation for sir, a very small one. He would like to share it with everyone here.
This is the letter we EC department wrote for our beloved sir Sidi Naidu garu with infinite love and affection. Sri Challa Dhananjaya Naidu gariki నిత్య చలనశీలి నిరంతర కృషి వలరు యుక్తిపరులు సహనానికి పెట్టని కోట అధ్యాపకుల సంక్షేమానికి చిరునామా అడిగిందే తడవుగా మీ వంతు సాయం అందించే సహాయశీలురు మీరు. విద్యార్థులకు ఉపాధి కల్పనలు రూపొందించడంలో ఉద్యోగ అవకాశాలు కల్పించడంలో మీ పాత్ర క్రియాశీలకం. విద్యార్థులకు దిశానిర్దేశం చేయడంలో అధ్యాపకులను పై చదువులకు ప్రోత్సహించడంలో మీరు చూపిన చొరవ ప్రతి అధ్యాపకుడికి సంబంధించిన బాగోగులు వారి గురించి తీసుకున్న జాగ్రత్తలు వారి వృత్తికి సంబంధించి వారి కెరీర్లో ఎదిగేలా చేయడంలో మీరు పడ్డ తాపత్రయం ప్రశంసనీయం. విద్యార్థులు అధ్యాపకులు ఎవరైనా కానీ పదే పదే తప్పులు చేసినా విమర్శించకుండా ఓర్పుతో ఓపికతో వాటిని సవరిస్తూ వివరిస్తూ వారిని సుశిక్షితులుగా తయారు చేయడంలో మీరు చూపిన అంకితభావం మేమెప్పటికీ మరువలేనిది. క్లిష్టమైన పనులు సులువుగా సజావుగా సాగేలా చేయడంలో మీ ప్రోత్సాహం వెలకట్టలేనిది. వయోభేదం లేకుండా ఎటువంటి వారితోనైనా త్వరగా కలుపుకుపోయే తత్వం ఉన్న మీరు నిత్య యువకులు. మీరు ఎదగడమే కాకుండా మీ చుట్టూ ఉన్నవారు కూడా ఎదగాలని ప్రోత్సహిస్తూ వారిని ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లే దిక్సూచి మీరు. ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ ప్రయోగశాలల స్థాపనలో భాగంగా వాటిని నిరంతరం పర్యవేక్షించి క్షుణ్ణంగా పరిశీలించి అవసరమైన మార్పులు చేర్పులు సూచించి ల్యాబ్స్ని విభాగానికే తలమానికంగా తయారు చేసిన అపర భగీరథులు మీరు. విభాగాధిపతిగా 2 సెక్షన్ల ఎలక్ట్రానిక్స్ బ్రాంచ్ని 4 సెక్షన్లుగా విస్తరింప చేయడంలో 2 కొత్త పీజీ కోర్సులు ప్రారంభించడంలో మీ పాత్ర చెప్పలేనిది. ఎస్ఐజీ ఆర్ఐజీల రూపకల్పనలో తద్వారా సంస్థ పేరు మీద వందల సంఖ్యలో పేపర్లు పబ్లిష్ గావించడంలో మీ పాత్ర అమూల్యం. పలు పారిశ్రామిక సంస్థలతో ఎంఓయూ కుదుర్చుకోవడంలో, సంస్థను గ్లోబల్ నెట్వర్క్గా విస్తరింపజేయడంలో అనుసంధానకర్త మీరు. మీ హయాంలో విఎన్ఆర్ కాలేజీ ఒక సాధారణ అనుబంధ కళాశాల గుర్తింపు నుండి స్వయం ప్రతిపత్తి గల పెద్ద సంస్థగా పరిణామం చెందడం మీ మేధో నాయకత్వ పరిణతికి ప్రతీక. ఎవరి గురించి నెగిటివ్గా మాట్లాడని మీ మాట తీరు, ఎవరికీ హాని చేయని మీ నైజం, అవసరమైన గోప్యత పాటిస్తూ సంస్థను ముందుకు నడిపించిన తెగువ ప్రశంసనీయం. సమస్య ఏదైనా మీరు చెప్పిన పరిష్కారాలు, చూపిన మార్గాలు, సంక్లిష్టమైనది ఏదైనా దాన్ని సులువు చేసి ఆచరణీయమయ్యేలా చేసిన మీ మార్గదర్శకత మాకు శిరోధార్యం. ఎటువంటి విపత్కర పరిస్థితి ఎదురైనా నిండుకొండలా తొనకని మీ వ్యక్తిత్వం ఎంతోమందికి ఆదర్శనీయం. ఎంత ఒత్తిడిలోనైనా, పనులెన్నున్నా వాటిలో అవాంతరాలు ఎదురైనా కంగారు పడకుండా స్థిరచిత్తంతో, స్థితప్రజ్ఞతతో నిర్ణయాలు తీసుకునే మీ రాజనీతిజ్ఞత మాకెంతో ఆదర్శనీయం. నిరంతరం విఎన్ఆర్ విజేఐటి కళాశాల గురించి ఆలోచిస్తూ, అనునిత్యం అహర్నిశలు శ్రమిస్తూ, మేధోమదనం గావిస్తూ సంస్థ రూపురేఖలు మార్చడంలో మీ పాత్ర అమోఘం. కాలేజీకి అనుబంధంగా R&D స్థాపనలో, ఈసీఈ విభాగంలో అగ్రభాగం డాక్టరేట్లు అధ్యాపకులుగా ఉండడంలో మీ ప్రోత్సాహం మరెంతో. ఫ్యాకల్టీని కుటుంబ సభ్యులుగా చూసుకుంటూ వారికి ఏ అవంతరం ఎదురైనా సకాలంలో స్తంభించే మీ నైజం మీ సహజ ఆభరణం. అవతలి వారిలో మార్పు కోసం మీరు చూపించిన పితృవాత్సల్యం, ప్రేమ, ఏ విషయమైనా పాజిటివ్గా తీసుకునే మీ తత్వం, ఏదైనా ప్లాన్ చేయడంలో, నిర్వహించేలా చేయడంలో, పని చేయడానికి ప్రేరణ కలిగించడంలో మీ తర్వాత ఎవరైనా. అధ్యాపకునిగా మొదలై సహాయక ఆచార్యులుగా, విభాగాధిపతిగా, ప్రధానాధిపతిగా, సలహాదారుగా ఎలా ఎన్నెన్నో ఉన్నతమైన పదవులను అలంకరించి ఆ పదవులకే వన్నె తెచ్చిన మీ నాయకత్వ లక్షణాలు ఎవరూ అందుకులేని మైలురాళ్ళు. మీతో మా అనుబంధం ఎప్పటికీ వీడనిది. మీ అడుగుజాడల్లో నడుస్తూ మిమ్మల్ని నిరంతరం ఆదర్శంగా తీసుకుంటాము. మీ ఉద్యోగ విరమణ అనంతరం మీరు నిత్యనూతనంగా, సంతోషంగా, ఎప్పటికీ ఇప్పటిలాగే ఇలాగే ఉండాలని మా అందరి కోరిక. మీ ఆశీర్వచనాలు, మార్గదర్శకత మాకు నిరంతరం అందిస్తూ మీరు నిండు నూరేళ్లు సంపూర్ణ ఆరోగ్యంతో జీవించాలని ఆశిస్తూ, ఆకాంక్షిస్తూ మీ ఈసీఈ ఫ్యామిలీ. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Department of ECE. Now I request Viveka ma'am from the hostels team to present their memento of gratitude to sir. A huge round of applause for the team from the hostel. Thank you, everyone. Before we bid farewell to sir, thank you, Naidu sir, for laying the foundation for Vienna VJIT. And how many years did we complete as Vienna? 31. So how many years Naidu sir has been working for us? 28 years. Okay, so thank you very much, sir, for laying the foundation for us. And we will definitely work tirelessly as well as work very hard, okay, to reach excellence. As D.N. Rao sir always motivated, saying that excellence is a habit for everyone at VNR and VIGNANA JYOTHI family. We will definitely work very hard and excel in whatever we do. And we hope as a team, and we will collaborate to reach greater heights for individually as well as for the organization. Thank you, Vienna VJIET. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I now request Dr. Sidi Naidu sir to share his.
Respected Dr. D.N. Rao garu, Kode Durga Prasad garu, General and JYOTHI, Radha Madam, Janakeshwara garu, my dear colleagues, my guru, Professor Pujari garu, So it's a great, immense pleasure that this kind of a farewell function that has been organized by the Institute for me, for serving this institute for 25 plus years. It's great honor that our Guru has come here and delivered a lecture, endowment lecture on this day occasion. Great thanks for Alumni Association for instituting a endowment lecture on my name, so that year on year that lecture will happen with eminent speakers across the across globe. So that's what a great happiness that comes from me. And all the speakers, HODs, deans, you spoke great about me. There will be some pitfalls maybe there, here and there, will definitely be there. So that's all with as a profession that happens for everybody. I feel honored for serving this kind of an institution for so long. That's what the professor was asking me, how do you serve for 28 years in one place? We keep moving every 3 years one place. That's what he was asking me. So every time, every 3 years, I have an elevation that comes in a new post. That's how I served there with a deep commitment to the institution to grow to the next levels. So there are many ups and downs where Professor DN, I traveled as a general secretary, as a president with DN Rao Garu, many years. So with him, so a great support that you have given, sir, even in crucial times to face the challenges for the institution to come up. So I am deeply honored to be elevated to this position, and today I'm laying down this office with pleasure. And this institution has to grow in greater heights. Whatever help that is required for me, just a phone call away, I will be available to come and serve this institution at any point of time. So I wish a great future for all of the faculties, non-teaching staff, great support that I have given for all of things. If you want to mention, it will take an hour to mention the things. So for the accreditations and other things, while journey is going on, many things, all the teaching and non-teaching staff supported very well. So I feel proud that every one of you I guided, they are the leaders. They are ready to take up any situation for the institution, or they can become the leaders at any point of time. So that's the kind of happiness that I have, and many have created as a teachers, including my students and others. So they themselves have become great teachers and also leaders. They'll be ready. That kind of a profound knowledge that they got it now, they can lead any institution on their own. Wish you all good luck. Thank you for the management for giving great support for all the management members, general secretaries, presidents. I have the privilege of working with first generation general secretaries from Kode Satyanarayana Garu, and then J.S. Krishnamurti Garu, Panda Punnaya Garu, Allurpal. I have seen everybody in the ladder of founders of this institution till now. So I have the opportunity to work with them and interact with them greatly. So while I'm introducing new courses also, so they supported in many ways to the proposals that I took up. I thank everybody. Everybody knows the journey that I have, and I wish you good luck for all of you and great heights that you should reach in future. Thank you very much for all the honor that you have given to this institution. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Now we request you to join us for high tea near D block.